to talk.
We're here live with the Mark and Andre Show. The Mark and Andre Show will begin in just a moment. In the meantime, listen to the cinematic sounds and voices of Mark, Andre, and Bad Moon Luna.
And special guest Vanessa Williams.
Ooh, Vanessa Carlton's going to be on?
Vanessa Carlton Williams.
Ladies, are you tired of hiding the fact that you're a mermaid and shaving your scales every day?
Whoa!
Dang, that's a lot of
I never thought of that.
That actually sounds really sad. Like, damn, every day.
What happens when a mermaid...
Still gotta cut these fucking scales.
Dollar Shave Club is not just for men. Order the mermaid pack right now.
1 year diet, 1 week of fuck it. That looks pretty... I like that. I like the...
We're looking at
the
memes.
middle one.
Hitting memes.
When people, present pictures like that, I always go, who took that picture?
I know, right?
Obviously.
Oh, shit, did you see this,
had a
dude?
friend there.
What?
CM Punk got a
No,
new
he's going to
fight?
fight again?
Yeah, dude.
That's not confirmed.
Yeah,
Don't be spreading that propaganda.
Hey, spread your legs, not rumors. How about that?
What is your take on...
Fuck. What is your take on that?
Muscly clad women?
Muscly clad women.
No, I'm serious. Like, what is your take on that?
What do you think about that?
I mean, you said...
I do admire their dedication and discipline. A nice body does signify that.
I don't want to snitch on you, man.
Hard body? You're talking about...
Your experience with hard bodies.
I know, huh?
Was it worth it? Was it cool?
You're talking about hard body Mark?
Yeah. It was cool.
But that muscular, like...
Not that muscular. And I don't think that'd be the appropriate topic to be talking about on the Mark and Andre Show live.
Rub my abs, Mark.
Wash my clothes with my abs.
What the
Thank
fuck?
you. Thank you.
Am I good? Am I
Weird
good?
finishes live here on the Mark and Andre Show.
Nah, man.
Basically, I'm too
There's.
chill.
Are you saying you don't like that? You're saying there's something you don't like about that?
I'm all for it.
About muscular?
You're all
Well,
for
dude,
it.
don't walk off of the Arnold Classic and try to.
I mean,
Try to be a wrestler?
I mean,
We'll take him out to Golden Corral first. You know what I'm saying?
better.
It says my fitness goal is to weigh in what I told the DMV I weigh.
Damn.
Damn.
That's actually funny. That is humorful. People love these kind of fucking pictures, man.
What is that?
People just love... Some females are fucking like... They'll just post all kinds of freaky shit.
What about this? Blockbuster.
No, please tell me they're coming back.
Blockbuster's not
Blue
coming.
box? The blue box will come.
The blue box. The blue box. The Mark and Andre Show will begin in just a moment. Please.
Hey, man, I'm going to eat burritos. Is that cool?
That's fine.
For
I'll
sure,
allow it.
finish your
Make sure
burrito
that you're
before you
moving that
start
wrapper
this.
as much as
Yeah,
possible.
please.
Make sure you're slamming your hand on that wrapper.
Whoa.
The
Hey,
greatest
does this
rapper
burrito
ever.
have eggs in it?
Oh, shit. This one does.
Oh,
Which one is that?
But it's not cooked. It's just egg.
I didn't say egg.
He said if it has schmeg in it.
Oh, what's schmeg?
Let me
You guys
schmeg
are
it, girl.
downplaying it a lot.
Smash it and bang. Let me schmeg it,
It's
girl.
not- It's on my podcast,
Smash it
though, so I'm
and
not
bang.
going to...
Let me schmeg.
I'm not going to disrespect.
Let me schmeg it, girl.
Let me schmang.
It's a combination of smash and bang.
This is why I can't have fucking Instagram right here.
Why?
Because it keeps me constantly, like,
In an unfair state.
in an
we'll say
unfair
that.
state. Yeah, in an uncontrollable
But see,
state
I don't know.
where my male genitalia has taken over all form of thought,
I
train of
guess-
thought.
What does that
In my
mean?
mind, I go, there's something wrong with that person.
Why? Why is there something wrong with the person who dresses up in underwear that have four-leaf closers on them for St. Patrick's Day?
Because their room isn't clean.
This is the fact that there's a big old
their appearance is more important.
there's a big old stink pickle in the toilet behind
Oh
her.
yeah, I've seen that one.
A stink pickle.
Yeah, there's.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Mark and Andre Show. This is episode 59.
I'm here, too.
This is the St. Patrick's Day. Good excuse for doing a podcast and beer drinking spectacular.
Beer drinking.
Paint Patrick's Day.
With
Think
me is my lovable co-host, Andre Gaynor, founding forefather of Lyricology 101.
Ah, fuck that. I canceled it. Lyricology 101 is gone.
Breaking
y'all.
news, by the way.
Deleted
I'm all
the
like,
channel.
we're supposed to be telling each other this.
I woke up one morning and just deleted that shit.
I just said, fuck
I
it.
just said, fuck it.
With me, alongside two special guests, you guys may know them as Sound Boy, Sound Lad, Sound Engineer 1 and 2. We have Adrian Bad Moon Luna,
Hey, what's up, dude?
a.k.a. Craze for Days.
What's up? What's going on, man?
We also have the guy that we found that has a degree in audio technician that sells sells cute wax figures outside of the building here.
That's right. It's me, Charles Manson.
Junior.
Yay.
Charles Manson Jr.
Yo,
We have
free-
Slick Nasty.
Yo,
Real
free
name's
Manson, man. Free Manson, man.
real name's Anthony, but he goes by Slick. It's cool.
Thanks for breaking kayfabe, dude.
No, I mean, okay. Well, the Mark and Andre show, that's our fake name. My name isn't Mark.
My name is Andre.
I thought your name was Eric, but you changed it to Mark just so it wasn't the Eric Andre show.
Well,
That's just what I...
that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He changed his name to Eric. It was going to be the Eric and Andre show. Then we saw, oh fuck, that's already the Eric Andre show.
Well, we wanted-
changed it to Mark, and I didn't approve because I wanted to be Mark. You know,
We wanted to change
You
it.
should have been the Mark and Mark show.
that's what I was thinking.
The
Or
Marky
like-
Mark show.
Like Pete and Pete.
But that's what I wanted to
But-
go for. I wanted to, be
But not
called-
our actual show.
Yeah.
How you guys doing today?
Pretty good, man. Like, it's St. Patrick's Day, and I'm barely starting to drink right now.
Okay.
Other than that, it was pretty cool.
Andre, how you doing this glorious day?
It's fantastic.
It's a nice day
I
out.
had a great meditation earlier, and
You meditate?
I meditate, son.
You meditate every day.
I meditate every day, son.
You know, you're lying to me right now.
Swear to Jesus.
What do you do when you meditate?
You know
Where do
what
you
I'm saying?
go?
Silence that mind. Stop thinking about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you go?
You know, I go to the lands of hip hop.
Yo, I close my eyes, man, but I'm woke.
I close my
Trust
eyes,
me.
I'm woken, and I go to a land with just microphones and like characters from Dragon Ball Z. Slicks, what's up, SoundLab? What's happening? I'm too smooth. I'm too smooth tonight. So
Do you meditate, really?
yeah, I do.
How long?
Oh, like since I started, or how long on average? 30 minutes, son.
Both.
That's all you need,
How long
B.
you been meditating for?
For like 5 years. But 30 minutes on average. That's the, you know, I do more, but 30 minutes at least on average.
So what, do you just like wake up, make your bed, sit on top of your made bed? And
Nah, I don't make the fucking
Making
bed.
your
Fuck
bed
making the
isn't
bed. Fuck that.
That's military stuff, dude.
That's
what
scary. That's too much
slave stuff.
That's left brain, man. No, there's sometimes where everybody's stressed out all the time. You know, if you just meditate just a little bit, you could just 10 minutes. You know, you'll be a little more chill. Like you don't see me ever panicking, do you?
Yeah. We were talking about lyrics earlier, rap lyrics, and you were just
That was
losing it.
That was
You're
the
losing
most.
your
That was
mind.
the most you'll ever see me pissed when I talk about
No, not really.
difficult lyrics like Lupe Fiasco.
Tonight's topics here on the Mark and Andre Show, episode 59, the
talking
St.
about
Patrick's Day
boys,
Spectacular. We're going to be discussing our favorite It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes. We'll be talking about the longest reigning show on FX, which is pretty impressive. They've been going on 12 seasons now. They just finished up the 12th.
Yep.
And being a long show on FX is quite the honor. Any show on the Fox network that goes longer than 4 seasons is going to be a legend in its own right. Fox is always quick to pull the trigger on those shows. Firefly, Arrested Development when it first got canceled.
Was Firefly good?
Firefly is good. They should have kept going with that.
Wait, quick question. I didn't know this. So FX is affiliated with Fox?
Yeah, they just took the O out because they're not ordinary.
Okay.
That was
And then
quick.
FX,
I'll be here all night.
and then FXX where they show softcore porn.
Because
Apparently.
there's Fox, there's FX,
And there's
FXX,
F triple
and
X.
F triple X.
The Vin Diesel network.
And the F is for fuck.
It's people seeing people have relationships with Vin Diesel, the F triple X network.
Sexual relations.
So Slick, how you doing today?
He's eating right now.
He's
Dude.
mid
Leave him
burrito.
alone.
Hello.
He's literally going to be popping in and out of the show. So
No, dude, I've been busy all day. It's my only time I got to eat. Just set this shit up. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome too, man.
yeah,
by the way.
I always thank my great engineering team here on the Mark and Andre Show. We have a great production going.
Can we call them Sound Warriors to give them more like?
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I like about this guy? The respect. You know what this guy? Why I hate this guy?
That's why you hate him?
The lack of respect.
The lack of there's less respect.
Sound
coming
lad,
from
I
you.
totally respect you.
Sound bitch.
Yeah, I know.
whoa!
I hear
See,
that's-
now you just took it a whole nother notch. Now you're going to talk about sound bitches.
I mean, I
Sound
remember you
bitches.
saying that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to point any
ain't gonna
fingers.
be
I'm not
calling
trying
us
to
sound bitches,
form
y'all.
any accusations towards Mark. Him saying what I just told you that he said, saying that you're a sound bitch, and me kind of emphasizing it and instigating it in a way for you guys to start arguing. I have nothing to do with that.
Well, if it walks like a sound lad, looks like a sound lad, talks like a sound lad,
Quacks like a sound.
then it's a sound warrior.
After all that, all
Let's
right.
be honest here.
Well, you guys just sound whatever you want.
You're welcome.
You guys could be the Sound of Music for all I care.
Oh fuck.
Okay, be a musical. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sound lad number 2. How was? Oh yeah, how was your? Oh, we already asked you that.
Yeah,
This whole show's going to shit anyway. Let's just drop a whole bomb on it. Let's do it like this.
Just blow it. Just rip up the shit. No, don't do that. No.
It's St. Patrick's Day, guys. We're here celebrating a glorious holiday and a glorious day to just drink.
none of us wearing green, by the way.
And none of us wearing green, but we are on Green Thing Productions, so we're kind
Always wearing green, bro.
because we're always
mine.
G's.
That was a good save.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a fantastic save.
Uppercase G's.
Like lasagna.
I've always pronounced it that way.
See? The respect.
The respect. I respect.
As your attorney,
I respect those around me.
I inform you to respect him back.
What about him?
Oh, fuck him.
Dang, it's a good.
I'm a
attorney.
podcast lawyer.
It should be the.
That's what I pay him for.
So what we have on the menu today?
I had a burrito.
Oh, we're gonna eat, dude.
Fucking
What?
asshole.
After It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, we're going to be talking about Disney remakes and various other remakes. More remakes. You guys excited for more remakes of remakes?
I don't know. I haven't seen Beauty of the Beast yet. Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty or the
Well,
Beast?
don't watch
Beauty
the
'cause
old
the
one.
Beast.
If you watch the old Beauty and the Beast, you're going to be spoiling yourself
Spoilers.
to the new
Spoilers.
Beauty and the Beast.
Spoilers.
Oh, there's not like new shit? New shit, new shit.
There shouldn't be. It's a fucking.
Shot for-
it's a
they-
tale as old as time.
They literally made the trailer shot for shot to the film.
Why'd you have
to
to
the
put-
cartoon?
Why'd you have to put the lyrics from the song in your word?
See, he saw what I did there. But see, that's what makes me the Mark and the Mark and Andre.
That's what makes you.
He's a
That's
Disney princess.
He's
let me take you way back. Let me take you way back to 2006, 2005, 2006.
not
Me and
that-
Andre here.
not that
we were
long ago,
doing
dude.
Years ago.
Me and Andre were pretty theater savvy. We did improv, and so
It's
that's
pronounced
why we-
theater.
Well, theater, same shit.
Yeah.
Improv theater. You know, you're on stage. You're not.
It's called prancing around like a fairy boy. Where I'm
See,
coming from.
that's what they used to call it
That's what they used to call it.
back before Shakespeare manned everything up. Made a bunch.
You
of
mean
romantic,
Shakespeare? Overrated.
Made a bunch of romantic comedies back in his day.
Yo, man, Shakespeare's so overrated.
Yo,
ever
I
said
ghost
that?
with Shakespeare B.
Ghost?
Shakespeare's whack, man.
And that fool ain't no
always dies at the
Beethoven, but he hype.
I like, I like the dog. I don't like the musician Beethoven. Look, you like Shakespeare? Yeah, Shakespeare in Love. The movie was great. Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, the movie with Leo.
That's my boy right there.
From the makers of
Leonardo
Othello.
DiCaprio.
Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Anyway, so which brings me to the speaking of Super Mario Brothers movies and remakes, they're actually going to be doing a remake. Well, not a remake, but they're going to rehash out Blade Runner, a sequel, the
What does it
long-awaited
do with
sequel.
fucking
that
Mario
we needed to
Brothers? What
Blade
kind of-
Runner.
Well, no. Oh, well, no. It's actually relevant. So,
Yeah,
Okay,
because
it better
the
be.
guy-
It
the guy
goddamn
who did
better
the set
be.
design for Blade Runner actually did the set design for.
That's what I'm
Super
talking
Mario
about.
Brothers.
That's what I'm talking about.
which was a huge mistake.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
talking about.
The Super
Amazing.
Mario Brothers movie was good.
I know you're fucking with us.
It was okay.
Look
was
at that
entertaining.
face. That
It's not
face.
fucking-
It's not fooling it. Look.
Yeah, if you were in court, I'd be like, just fucking hang them.
Yeah, just
The guy from Good Bad Flicks really put
the
Super
guy
Mario
from
Brothers
Good
over big
Burger
time.
needs more movie roles.
This is probably Slick's probably the same guy who thinks Good Burger's mad dope, which it was. Oh,
I love
hey,
Good Burger.
pretty good burger.
Good burger?
Yeah.
the Good Burger.
He makes this about somebody just with one specific burger. Just
It was that one burger I had. It was a good burger.
There's
a
no
good
Mondo
ass
burger.
It's a tasty burger,
It's a good burger,
right?
Like 1 hour straight of some dude with one burger, just it's a good ass burger. It's a good ass
Speaking
burger.
of that, I want to get one thing across. This is kind of like a random. This is going to be random until we get to the It's Always Sunny segment. But do you guys take a long time eating food? When
Hell no.
When I eat my food, I'm used to having the 15-minute breaks, the 30-minute breaks at work when I work from time to time. And, I would have to finish it up like quick, and I'm used to doing that with my meals now. Do you guys take a long time eating food?
Well, yeah, my process is a little long because I got to chop it into little bits and pieces. I make sure that at least I have about 40 different individual slices or pieces, depending on whatever I order. Usually, it's like something like a hot dog. I make sure that it's 40 symmetrical pieces lined up perfectly, and then I have them flattened. I don't want them to be in the shape that they're in. You know?
Well, when you ingest-
do you eat them when they're still alive?
Yes.
Or
Of course.
Or do you remove their teeth
No.
and their jewelry and such?
You keep everything.
Let's get one point across
Run them
here. We
pockets.
don't eat live hot dogs.
Anymore.
We kill them.
Anymore.
Well,
We started to realize the inconvenience of eating
You
a live
certainly
hot
suck
dog.
them. You prove that.
It just it was more
Happy
painful
St. Patrick's
than
Day.
delicious. But then we realized you could just go to like Wiener Schnitzel and
Well,
get
yeah,
a hot
all you
dog
gotta
that
do
way.
is
So convenient. huh?
All you have to do is plant a corn dog, and
Yeah.
boom, you have
There
a
you
field
go.
of
You
corn
get
dogs.
corn-
Corn tree.
You didn't know?
that'd be awesome. To be
That would
honest.
be.
That'd
Nah,
so
yeah.
sick.
So it's got to be 40 symmetrical pieces. I usually tell them to cut it. Wherever fast food restaurant. That's why it took us so long to get here. We went to Del Taco and we asked, make sure that you cut that burrito into 40
I thought you were gonna say
symmetrical
hot dog. I
pieces.
was like, this is a hot
Wrap
dog.
those
40
into little
symmetrical.
wrappers.
Yes. Individual wrappers because I
Well,
want them
when you
individually
just-
wrapped, like and then have them unwrapped. And it's a
pile
long
of trash.
process. But even with all that effort and work with the 40 pieces, etc., the cutting and all that, about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to eat.
Sounds palatial.
I take a long time,
Yeah,
dude.
palatial.
How about you?
Well, when you ingest your food anally like you do, you have to really cut it up, make sure it's minced. No,
You said that so proud. Like,
As your attorney, I applaud you for that one.
First option to eat. It's going in.
As soon as I came out as openly reggae, I had no inhibitions anymore.
Well,
We'll be
look,
honest
there's no
about
problem
everything.
with being openly reggae. It's totally fine. As long as you find job.
Jaffiel? Jaffiel? No, I
You're
usually...
reggae?
Yeah.
You came from Jamaica?
It's more than that.
Yeah, Jamaican me. Fucking... I can't help it.
I was like, where are you going to go?
I don't want to go too
That
heavily on
felt
the
like a good
homosexual
setup
side.
to a great joke.
It was
I'm
like coming.
huh?
It was coming. It was the build up, and then fuck, not do that.
I usually eat my food according to the speed at which I'm eating with, of who I'm eating with. So if someone else takes
So-
forever, I'll fucking...
What if you're
eating-
like with a serial killer or somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
You
them...
eat a little bit faster. Just you don't want to piss them off.
What if it's a meal for one, like ass?
Oh, ass?
Oh, rump roast. Well, you gotta have gravy with that, baby.
When I'm by myself, I eat like a hyena.
Biting into your own hand.
That's a prisoner, dude. Just
What about you, Slick?
We're here live on the Mark and Andre show. We have Mark, Andre, and then Adrian's eating his own fucking hand. He's all literally live on camera right now. Live cannibalism by himself. Self cannibalism here.
What about
I
you,
call it
Slick?
manibalism. It's a
I
little
eat,
more-
I eat slow, dude. Like,
slow?
well,
You want to savor it?
well, if I'm at home and I'm just watching fucking YouTube and shit, I'm just. I strictly only eat cereal, by the way.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I want to know what
Yeah.
meal this is.
Yeah,
With
it's
this.
anything with a
It could
spoon.
be anything with a spoon. Anything.
That's just fucking hot cheese that he
hot
just
cheese.
keeps
Hot
sucking,
cheese with
rotating.
nothing else.
That's a meal. That's a
Velveeta.
meal. Hot cheese?
Velveeta cheese.
It's called
yeah.
fondue.
That's gross. But
Oh.
hot cheese though.
I don't eat nachos. I'll have fondue with chips. I'm a fancy guy.
You guys ever been to Golden Corral?
No.
Yeah. Infinite
Aren't
food.
they open one around here?
They
Yeah,
just
there's
opened
one in
around.
San Bernardino.
Yeah, not going there.
The Dukes, as I like to call it. The Dino. San Bernardino.
The who?
Huh?
The Dirty Dookie.
It's really good. It's really good.
What do they have? Is it like a buffet style
San
or
Bernard crack pipe, huh?
Yeah.
San Bernard crack pipe?
Yeah. It's really good.
It's a buffet though. That's what it is.
I don't know. I was blindfolded when I was there.
I was about to say, this motherfucker wouldn't go into a Golden Corral.
Well, yeah, I've been to a Golden Corral before. Not the one out here though.
Not
the
now,
one in
though.
Georgia. In Georgia, and they give you a lot of food over there. A lot of food.
Hey, so I heard speaking of Georgia, the whole sweet tea thing.
Sweet tea.
Is it really, really sweet?
It's fucking like it's killing people. I'm not joking.
Would you
I
like
swear to
water
God.
with sugar in your sweet
I fucking
tea?
swear to God. Like they'll give you like like at a McDonald's. I'll just use McDonald's as an example. At McDonald's will give you the master cup, the biggest cup they can conjure up, and just the first half of it is fucking sugar, and then the rest is tea. No joke. That shit used to like in every restaurant you go to, you can ask for sweet tea. That shit was overwhelmingly sweet. Like Kool-Aid back in the 90s levels of sugar.
Kool-Aid
Jeez.
sucks.
But I'm just saying, like,
Being honest.
and
It
you would
was
drink
tight.
it and you could feel the sugar
was tight.
molecules, man. Don't fucking drink sweet tea in Georgia. Don't do it.
Georgia.
It's addictive.
So let's see what we
shake.
got from Landa Calrissian. I once told Craze I like my women like I like my sandwiches. Cheesy and slightly toasted, he said.
That's deep.
I thought you were going to say cut in half and thrown in the oven. See?
I like my women like I like my coffee. Ground up and thrown in the freezer.
Yeah.
Man.
How do you like your women, dude?
Huh?
How do you like your
Where
women?
was he at with that? He left me hanging.
The most
With penises.
Yeah, the hot dog. Hot dog in a bun. That's a legit answer. Right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a legit answer.
What about you,
That's
Andre?
true. I just alive at least.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
At least,
That's probably
you
the
know,
best.
Pulse.
Pulse, gotta have a pulse. I like
You don't
my-
gotta,
I like my
but it's
women
a
like I
plus.
like my own personal life. You know,
With a
alive,
pulse,
with a
yeah.
pulse, you know, kind of pumping. What about you?
Like I like my coffee. Strong, black, and proud.
Strong, black, and proud. The coffee itself has a sense of pride.
Yeah, it doesn't everything?
Don't drink me too fast, motherfucker. Okay, sorry. You know, put the cup back down.
Hey man,
Hey,
you're drinking
man.
me too fast. I'm hot. You finna,
Savor me.
you finna burn yourself.
Don't be sipping me like that, dog. You're gonna burn your lip.
Sassy coffee, I like
I
that.
just picture someone drinking a cup of coffee and just hearing, oh,
Oh no! Slow down, man.
Calrissian also says, I like my hot dogs like I like my women, alive and covered in mustard.
Wow, we're getting deep in here.
So,
freaky.
do you guys all watched the fellow co-hosts of the Roundtable? You guys enjoy watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
yeah.
Top 2 shows. In the top 2.
One of the
watch
top shows of the
For me,
the
personally.
mid 2000s, mid 2010s. Since we're in 2016, they're in season 12.
Something like that.
Dude, I totally missed the boat on the debut episode, but
Oh, did you?
I was able to
Sad.
catch. I was able to. They did a replay back to back. They started at 10. I was able to catch the first episode, and fucking hilarious. But then after that, I lost track of it. I lost track of it and regained traction up to until season 3. And I was like, oh shit! I remember this show. The first episode I remember is funny, and then I look back and they're just into some raunchy shit. You're talking about Mac wanting to have sex with a transsexual pre-op woman.
She's gonna get it
and
taken off though.
He wanted to put in. He's like he had to put in his time. So eventually, when she became a woman, it'd be all right. And we could go many which ways of that, but the comedic value it provided on that episode alone, you're talking little production value in the first 2 seasons before they actually had Coors as a sponsor. It was you could feel there was a real unique approach to this because it actually felt like you were hanging out with one of the boys. Except
Yeah.
these guys were really like egotistical, and one was like Charlie was just really weird.
Yeah.
I think what I liked about the show is it had this very obvious evolution, and where most shows, you know, when it comes to a show that's run this long, the characters kind of start losing track of themselves, right? Just on your standard comedy, or they stay in a box and they never leave the box. So it's either you change your character so much that you don't recognize them anymore, or they do the same shit forever. And this show, they just made the character idea more like
They do both.
They step it up.
Because like their characters get like a more exaggerated version of themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the ongoing jokes stay there. So it's like a little of both.
And that's what keeps it like fresh, you know, because like I said, if on another comedy the character would change so drastically that you like, okay, I don't really relate to that character anymore. Where it's like you fuck with Dennis, and from the moment you've seen Dennis, he just becomes more Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
Every season, to the point where it's like you think they're gonna fuck him up, but they just find more unique ways to make Dennis interesting.
An example of a clean slate type of show, like you mentioned, would be Seinfeld, Full House, where everything's just wiped clean and then canon starts again. Like the story is new and
They're not going on with the same
Nothing
jokes.
previously took place.
Yeah.
They don't acknowledge.
You were
things.
going to say you were going to mention.
Oh, as far as like the characters, like with Dennis, dude, you kind of get who he is in the beginning, and if you were to compare who he was in the beginning and who he is in the end, you would see a drastic change. But through all that, you wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's it's like an evolution.
That's that person. That's
It's
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like you would almost consider it maturing, but not in the maturing of like, you know, a person developing and becoming better. It's like
he's
maturing
developing-
in your flaws.
He's developing gigantic breasts, but they're just ugly.
Right.
Uglier.
There we go. Like, because when it comes to like Dennis it was just kind of the bachelor of the group, you would consider, right? The ladies' man.
Yeah,
And then over the years, he became more and more like pervy.
The creepy
and
guy.
Then he
Yeah.
became a
Psycho.
creep. And then he became kind of like a rapist.
He's
after
a
while.
psychopath, dude.
And
He's
he's
like
he's
awesome.
a psycho. His ego is so immense. Not immense. His ego is so a mess. It's a mess. His immense ego is a mess, and it just gets so overwhelming to the point where he's delusional.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's the voice of reason in
he
the
is
game.
the voice of
sometimes.
reason, but it's I guess even with the characters overall, the one thing that holds the show together, or what kind of pushes the show forward, no matter what, is that they're all selfish as fuck.
Oh yeah,
The selfishness of each character is like the opposite of what you'd see in other comedies.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they'd at least try to take care of their friend in their situation.
Not-
like Friends would be
they don't
like, I
give
have
a
a problem, help me.
They don't give a shit about
Right.
anybody. They left everybody in their fucking apartment locked and just let them burn and
Oh,
shit.
yeah, they bolted and shit because they didn't want to deal with. They didn't want to deal with rehashing out their issues and like putting nips in the bud in their actual enemies.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it.
They were like, yeah, let's just
Let's
bolt
go do
the band
something
and all
else.
this shit fucking roars.
They've even destroyed characters, but side characters and stuff.
Rickety Cricket.
Rickety Cricket, like
Was
he
once a
came
priest.
on as yeah,
Fucking what's
No,
his
he's a
name?
street rat.
and he's the director, right?
The dude's the
Rickety Cricket.
I don't know if he's directed a few episodes. I know
Dennis's
Fred
wife's
Savage
brother,
directed a
or
couple
husband.
episodes.
Okay.
forgot his name.
Well, who?
Dennis's wife's husband, his older husband. What was his
Oh,
name?
Maureen?
Maureen
Ponderosa,
Ponderosa?
The Ponderosas?
Yeah,
the dude.
We just saw that episode.
Pondy, yeah.
We just saw the one where.
I'm behind maybe like 3 episodes of the
Oh,
newest
okay.
ones.
Oh, dude, you're gonna like.
Oh, dude, I've yet to not like an episode. That's how fucking awesome the show is.
Would you consider their comedy conventional, or like alternative, like different?
It's
You have to be real cynical to enjoy what they do. You have to be.
you have to have a dark sense of humor. For
Yeah, that too.
you have to be open to like letting shit be funny to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about fucking crack and fucking like
What do you really want to
hookers
like?
and shit.
I want to smoke crack again.
A friend fakes cancer in season 1 to
Exactly.
get the affection of a waitress, and it still doesn't work.
It still doesn't work.
His friend ends up getting the play.
I think the big meta
the
joke
the transsexual thing.
the
you know?
transsexual thing.
That's
That's fun.
people don't think that shit's funny nowadays. You know what I mean?
But
You can't-
the way they do it, they slip in social commentary. Like
Yeah,
when,
it's-
when he tries to
they-
talk to her again after she gets her surgery, like he's trying to use the Bible as a way to prove his point, but they just flip it on him. And he's like,
that's why it works because they come in as idiots.
Right,
like,
right.
It's like you just feel bad for them. Like, well, they're not making valid points, so it's like
They're ridiculous. I think there's a whole episode where Dennis is, I guess he was eating cereal while driving.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He
there's
gets
a
in a
Range
wreck,
Rover.
and they do a whole trial based on that idea alone. Like who's at fault here? Is it Dennis for driving and eating cereal? Doesn't it make sense?
Who the hell does that?
Who
man?
does that?
Did you guys hear how they pitched the show? What sketch they used to pitch the show?
No.
the first
was-
episode. No,
No, which one was the first episode?
when
Charlie has cancer.
no, that wasn't it.
That was like the
third
third
the pilot.
It was when
Basically, Dennis got
when Dee
raped.
was dating the black dude. Isn't that the first episode? It was like the gang gets racist or whatever.
Yeah, that was the first
think
episode.
that
But
was
the
That wasn't
pitch, the pitch to FX was the episode where Charlie has cancer. More specifically,
Yeah.
where he goes inside because he's going to the park and he's like, Charlie, we need to borrow the basketball. He's like, well, I found out I have cancer, and he's just like, damn. So can we get the? We gotta go to the park like that. Once you
Yeah, Charlie has cancer was the original pilot.
Okay.
Oh, it was? Well, case in point, dude. Like, if you that opener, you're introduced to them like that. It automatically sets you up to what's going to happen as it
Yeah.
goes on. So, like you said, you
It can't
do
be
have
some
to-
silly sitcom after
you
that.
know,
Like,
you need to have a dark sense of humor, and that's evident in the first 5 minutes.
but that's where we are nowadays. It's you can't play this kind of shit in the 50s. Like they would have fucking lynched them. Like they would have burned those
That,
fools.
that transsexual episode would have ruffled a couple of feathers now, just because the whole issue of like, well, was he gay or is he straight?
Yeah.
that whole thing wouldn't. It wouldn't. Not that it wouldn't fly, because anything past 10 p.m. in my belief, anything
It's
goes.
fair game.
Yeah, it's fair game. Like
An
South
equal-
Park's been controversial forever.
It's
Oh,
so
dude.
controversial. It's like boring.
Yeah, it's down. It's,
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
like
diluted.
people expect it, and I feel like Sunny, they go in that direction. But the way they the way South Park slips in social commentary, it's obvious. Like you know what they're doing. Oh, that's really clever.
No.
But the way that the gang does it on Sunny, it's like, damn, that was actually. Like by the end of the episode, you realize, oh, you guys are actually talking about something. Like damn, that's pretty cool.
Like the episode, you probably have seen this episode since you're only 3 episodes from the season finale, which is a good season finale, by the way.
I can't wait, dude. I just been busy. You know how it is. You know how it is.
What do you mean?
There's I don't know if you've heard of it. It's I don't know if it's okay to mention on your podcast.
Like
You
what?
guys censor yourselves?
You guys go to a place to work?
No, it's like a masturbatory situation. It's like, have you ever rolled Play-Doh?
Masturbatory meetings.
Wait, that's how you roll Play-Doh?
Masturbatory.
Well, I'm using it as an
Play-Doh
example.
snake.
That's how you do it? That's
Yeah,
how
you roll it out. Like
It's a
You
Play-Doh
don't
thing.
understand. My dingling is long as hell, bro. But it's because I've been Play-Dohing it since I was 5.
So it's actually helped you in the process.
Well, no, it's long. It's incredibly long, but insanely limp. So
We
it's,
have officially met our Charlie Kelly of the.
we now have him. We have our Charlie.
you're not the person that's called me that. That's what's funny. And then
realizing
I
this
have
now.
that.
Seriously, guys, I just grab it and then you don't do that.
The episode where they go to the water park,
Okay, yeah. Oh, comedy, dude.
where Frank decides it's a good idea to cut crossing lines by putting fake lesions on his body, and then Charlie's like,
ridiculous.
AIDS! He got the AIDS! I got AIDS! I got the AIDS! He's like, yeah, it's the gay AIDS from the 80s. It's the gay AIDS.
He's like, but I got it from having sex with a woman, not with the drugs or putting my dick in a dude's ass. It was
No, it's the gay AIDS.
it's the 80s.
The gay AIDS from the 80s.
But
So
what's
saying
funny is-
shit like that.
Yeah.
In a regular, if you put down the Big Bang Theory, cut already.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
dude.
cut.
It's a
If
Big
you put
Bang
it on-
Theory, dude.
I know.
Which you would think with that name there'd be a lot more sexual things. Big Bang Theory?
They don't go that direction.
Not
It's
once.
like they're a bunch of nerds.
Well, I mean, one of the
You can put anything on the Big Bang Theory and it'll flop. The show
the
sucks.
show sucks. Well, one thing to pinpoint is just right now what you explained. That was a very creative use of something that's like dark. So there's a very funny use of AIDS. They use AIDS as a tool to get on rides easier. Like that's genius. That's a great
AIDS
tool.
can be funny.
Because
AIDS
the
can be
thing
funny.
is like,
if used as the right tool.
Yeah.
like these people, they're degenerates. You know what I mean? So you see these as
Scumbags.
characters. It's not like people are like glorifying these people like, I want to be like them. You know what I mean? It's none of that. It's just like,
Yeah.
these people are fucking stupid. I want to laugh at them.
A quick disclaimer is I try to live my life similar to the in my early 20s. I tried to live my life similar to the era of Mac and Dennis, where they were bachelors. Not the gay part of Mac, but with the Dennis Playboy
the
part of
perverted part
him.
of Dennis.
And I'll let you know that was pretty much a low point in my life where you can't act like a scumbag like them. It is bad.
No, you can't, dude.
Can't
That's
live
what
off,
we're-
you can't live off the dentist system.
Yes, exactly. Well,
Weren't we talking about that last
let's not get that far. You know, I flattened a couple tires and helped a couple chicks out. You know, what? You're helping them
You
out.
flattened a couple tires?
Well, that's what Charlie did too.
But-
Charlie put hair in the sink.
No,
What? I did everything you asked.
What was
I put
Dennis
hair in
saying?
the sink.
Dennis talking about the implication.
Oh,
Takes him to the
when
boat.
they
He's
bought a
like,
boat?
he's like, no, we're not gonna rape them. It's about the implication.
I don't know where you're going with this. I don't understand why you're not seeing me eye to eye on this. You take them out on the boat. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're gonna have to do what I say.
It's the implication.
It's the implication of danger.
Well, that's okay. Let's acknowledge that. First of all, I think Dennis is my favorite character just because of
hard,
his
dude.
acting. He went to Juilliard, right?
Yep.
And they let him shine often. They let him have those moments because he has the best punchlines when he gets dark out of nowhere. Because he's like this goofy, egotistical asshole, and then the implication joke.
Yeah.
It's the way he stops and goes, the implication. Like he turns
dude,
the tides because he's a psycho.
He sells it.
secretly.
He sells it, dude.
Go ahead.
The thing that won me over, especially with Dennis, because he's a great actor. I pretty much assume you guys watched the hit show That 80s Show where he was on
Oh
it.
yeah, of course.
Anyway, but he was on it. But leading on to what he was saying, the thing that won me over specifically with Dennis was the Golden God rant, where he was just like, "I am the Golden God of this school, I." And when he just went on that thing, totally killed it, man. Like,
When Dee was pregnant, and she was about to have her baby, and they were in the hospital, and then he was yelling at the nurse or whatever. He's like, "I'll come down upon you with 1,000 winds." That's guts, dude.
yeah, the girl's like, "I don't have time for
I don't
this."
got time for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I ain't trying to go to jail today. She said some shit like that.
Even the way that he says things when they're on crack and they go to welfare, and he puts a helmet on him. He's like, "This is my retarded sister who I take care of." Like some welfare.
We would like some welfare.
I don't know, like you said, he's your favorite, but it's hard to pinpoint a favorite, dude.
Because
they're
they all have their own. Yeah,
They said
Insanity.
they did the first season, and then they said they got nervous when they brought in Danny DeVito because they didn't know if they were going to be able to make him funny. Danny DeVito fucking
kills,
shines,
dude.
They were at when Danny DeVito came in, it was pretty much the last ditch effort on trying to make, not that the show wasn't a hit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't meeting that expectation. So they decided, well, bring in Danny DeVito and we'll see what happens. This is going to be the last ditch effort.
Hey,
Now
let's
we're
bring
looking
in
at
the
it
guy from
total-
Taxi. The
Right.
show nobody
Remember that guy
remembers.
from Taxi.
That's what makes it funny.
Not
Yeah.
the guy from Junior. Let's bring him in.
Well, if you look at the first season, it's very, very grounded, and that's maybe because of the budget.
It's a good season.
They were trying to figure themselves out.
They
too,
were trying to figure
you know?
themselves out, and like there was this kind of joke that they did all the time that kind of did. It was they needed to work on it, and it's basically when everyone in the room is arguing at once, and then one person shouts and shuts them all up.
Yeah.
Like that when they first started doing that in the first season, it was obnoxious. It was just chaos. You couldn't keep up with what's going on. But they, over the years, they still do this joke now, and they perfected it. Like it's almost as if they speak in turn while fake arguing. It's really they're good at that. But at first, it was chaotic. Like
there's one part like in a newer, I think it's the last season. I can't remember. Oh, they were playing it was Charlie McDennis 2, Electric Boogaloo. You guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I forget. They have to talk from wherever they land on the map. They not the map, the globe. They spin the globe. And they have to use that that freaking accent or whatever. and then they land on the U.S. And then they're like, all right, so we could be California, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, Charlie and Mac they start talking over each other, like, all right, let's be cholos, eh? And they're both saying stuff at the same time, but it's both hilarious. If you listen to one,
yes,
I forget. Charlie says it. He's like, let's go watch the Lakers versus the Raiders, eh?
I think what happened was they started actually writing lines. Like they write lines for
they're
the
not just yelling
instead of just going, the note would be as a director like, all right, just start yelling for about 2 beats and then somebody stop everything. But now I think they actually kind of had a structure to everything they do, because the first season I didn't think was funny. Like I was like, okay, this is cool. And then the next season I was like, oh, okay, I see they're going somewhere. Then third season I'm like, oh shit, they figured it out.
They hit their stride.
They figured it out.
Season 3 was
and then they started kind of like they started pushing themselves. They're like, we don't want to be a normal comedy anymore. Like we have ground to do whatever we want. And then they start smoking crack. They started killing people. They start doing shit that you weren't anticipating. And I guess that's what makes it funnier. Like,
oh hell yeah!
You never at one point would think they're really going to smoke this crack.
Oh yeah.
They're not really going to sell this brick they found. They found a brick of cocaine. They're not really going to flip this brick. They're not going to do it. And they fucking flip it the worst way possible. Like they get a brick of cocaine and flip it for like $500.
Yeah. And then the guy resells them back Oxycontin to them. They just kept downgrading.
But even like their
that's
side,
$25,000 worth of coke he got for $300.
even like their side characters though, like the guy they bought the crack off of, that guy has death too, because he has this gnarly scar on his head or something. And then they talking to him, he's like, "Look up, keep your eyes up. Don't look at me." Don't look.
When they roll down the window a little bit, one what? One crack? One crack rock, please.
He's like, "How much?" He's like, $300. Okay, gives it to him. Dude, that show it's such. I fucking love that show. I went and I got all the seasons, like season 1 through 6 or something.
That's how I caught up. You know how you said you like lost track, like kind of in the beginning. That's how I had to catch up because I was missing them on TV. I didn't know when they were on, and I was like, I'm just buying these DVDs, dude. I know they're gold, so
I didn't have cable, and I was just watching them back to back with commentary with all the extra shit.
Oh man, I need to hear I'm actually interested because they're all very intelligent people.
Oh,
that whole
funny,
squad
dude.
is intelligent.
They're funny.
One of my favorite episodes was the reason like I really locked into how insane the characters were.
Yeah.
And they deliberately did this episode to show you was when the gang gets evaluated or something.
Oh yeah.
They see the psychiatrist or whatever.
Awesome.
It's like,
episode.
okay, this episode is designed to show you, like, it's like a checkpoint. This is where our characters are. Do you remember them being this insane? Mac is damn near out of his mind. He's blatantly gay. Dennis is like running the show as this weird circus.
He's
like,
trying to
to
evaluate them
peers.
himself.
Like, he's like,
It's like, I know.
but he still manages to become sexist. Like, he's not a psychologist, but he's talking down to her.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
But
man.
wasn't this all just a ploy to figure out who had to wash the dishes?
They didn't give
Which
a fuck
they
about
had
the
with them?
evaluations. Yeah.
Because then D she's like, okay, fucking D. D gets to do this. She's like, shit. And she started throwing dishes.
She's like slamming them.
table.
and it was Trudy from
Trudy Michael.
Reno 911.
Yeah.
That's
Do
what I was
you
like.
guys know Danny DeVito is like the main producer of Reno 911?
For real?
Is he? I never knew
he
that.
is. Yeah.
I never knew that,
That's
dude.
why we got a bunch of them on
Yeah,
the show.
because Charlie and
Wasn't Dangle on? No, I don't know if Dangle was on.
Yes, he
Dangle was on
he
it.
was.
I feel like he was,
And
dude.
he played
Dangle
a
was
gay
on
character.
Sunny.
He played a gay character.
Well, of course.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
But he always it's
the
like,
angle of the
that's
dangle.
his role, man. He's got typecast.
Awesome.
He was the doctor in The Dark Knight.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
He's the one that's like, I don't suggest you do. Batman was coming in with excuses. He's like, well, you got arthritis in your knees, this and that, so I can't recommend that
that's
you
right.
go.
It was freaking
you go
Dangle.
skiing.
Yeah, well, Dennis played a a nurse in both Cranks, didn't he? And get shot in the head in both of them.
Damn.
Did he? I don't remember. I haven't seen Crank for a while. That's awesome.
Dude, Dennis fucking Reynolds. Every movie he's been in, he's been shot in the head.
Dennis Reynolds.
Why doesn't he get a good performance?
That's his
man?
thing, dude.
Glenn Howard.
I think he wants to do.
I want to see him in a good role because
Watch that
he's
80s
really
show. You'll love it.
talented.
Stop.
That
He was
sounds
the only
awful.
reason I went back to watch that 80s show because when I first got into Sunny, I was like, what else have these guys done? Oh, yeah, that 80s show, which I've only watched like 2 episodes of.
Did he still
When it
did he
was
have
on?
that delivery, or did the directing fuck him over?
Well, he could still act, though.
It was a reserved character. His character was what
They're not giving him-
you watch Glenn Howerton as Dennis, and then you expect that
Yeah.
to go to that 80s show. It's like, okay, he's gonna be banging a chick. He's gonna be calling himself the Golden God on that 80s show. Do it. No,
No, but at least give him a range. That's what I would expect.
He was
Nah.
pretty good.
his character wasn't really the.
It wasn't a deep character
Yeah.
at all. By any
It's
means.
it's the 80s, bro.
He's just trying to get
It's
paid.
the 80s.
That was just to get paid.
Just
That
trying to
was a
wear-
money roll.
He's just trying to wear a piano tie and dance, tear up the dance floor.
God, dude, that show.
Big Nug says D's a bird.
Yes.
Who's,
Oh, and Dee became fucking Meg, basically. Like,
yeah, she's a bird.
she,
It's gold.
I mean, she
dude.
blatantly had surgery throughout the period of the show.
yeah.
Like, she had a certain look, and then by the 4th season, she had no surgery for real in real life, not
Real
as
life, yeah.
in the show.
Lessening the beak, yes.
Yeah.
Less than the
Lessening the
beak.
beat.
Wait, so what do you guys think of the meta joke of Mac gaining weight for one season?
Oh, dude, that was.
And he was cultivating
oh my
man.
God.
Yeah, it was cultivating mass. That's hilarious.
But I mean,
Cultivating
He had a freaking trash bag full of chimichangas.
But that was like, didn't he say like in an
And he was
interview or
eating-
something? Like he just hated the idea that when you watch a show for a certain period of time, nobody ever changes
Yeah,
physically.
he wanted all of them to get fat.
Right, but they all were like,
They were like, "Fuck you, dude," and he's like, "I'm gonna do it."
Dude, that
And
is something for what
He
he
fucked
did.
himself up pretty
You
bad.
can't be doing that shit. Like that is it. You'd be surprised how much it hurts your joints, man. Like when Tom Hardy, speaking of the Dark Knight Rises, when Tom Hardy gained all that weight as Bane, he says he's like that has lifelong lasting effects because now his joints
Yeah, but that's
are
also
fucked.
a small guy getting big. Someone who's big.
Yeah,
their
but look
entire
at
life,
fucking Mac.
You get
Mac-
conditioned
Mac-
in that.
Mac's frame isn't meant for.
And he's not
Cultivating
exactly
mass.
muscular. The joke is he thinks he is, but
But-
he's not.
I mean,
He's a skinny dude.
yeah.
Nonetheless, I mean, so there's lifelong repercussions for what doing that. We
But
don't
that's,
recommend that.
that's a really cool joke.
What did he put on,
That's
like
a-
60 pounds?
That's
I think
epic.
it was 50.
It's epic.
Wasn't it 50 or
I don't
70?
know. He was huge
50
for
and then
what he
take
was. He was
off.
fucking
I
huge
think 40. I think it was 40 or 50, man.
But that's
you-
still crazy. So he added 50 just for
for a
the
season.
joke.
For
fucking
10
For a
episodes.
joke.
I know, right?
For a joke. That's
Epic joke.
a true comedian.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because what happens?
That's
He's fat,
method
and
acting.
guess what? You just opened up your team for an entire season of new jokes.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
exactly.
look at the best example of method acting. You have Slick over here trying to immerse himself in this Charles Manson role that he hasn't even gotten yet,
We'll
and
see.
yet he's pulling it. He's pulling it off.
You're almost there, man.
It's on the
you know.
table.
You're gonna
and
get
he's
that role.
dedicated.
I believe in you.
He's almost
He's
dead, dude. I'm
extremely-
just gonna replace him in jail.
They're like, get in here.
He's
man.
like
We
he's
need
like
Charles
a
back.
Chicano Daniel Day Lewis, so he'd be Daniel
That's
Dia
badass.
Luis.
That's a badass fucking role.
Daniel? What is, how
Daniel Dia Luis.
Dion?
Day Dia Luis.
By the way, are you guys drinking out there?
Gotta let you guys know. Yeah, speaking of, since this is the Mark and Andre Show, episode 59, St. Patrick's Day Spectacular. Let us know what you guys are sipping on. If you guys are sipping on a nice ice cold aged 20-year Zima, if you guys are drinking, if y'all thugs out there are drinking a nice ice cold Colt 45, philosophizing with the homies,
For the homies?
let us know, y'all. If you're like Slick and have a nice ice cold water, or
I wish.
like Adrian Bad Moon Loon over here, who's enjoying a nice fifth of vodka, and we're daring him to drive. Right?
And we're daring him to drive.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about the side characters, man. Let's start off with the evolution of Rickety Cricket.
Daniel Charlie Day Lewis. That's what I'm more like.
Nice,
Because I got a
nice.
little smoothness, but
Yeah, 'cause Charles
more
Manson-
rat, but more rat king.
More disgust. It's a disgusting show, by the way.
Rickety Cricket started off as
a beautiful man.
as a priest. You know, and then he
and
ended up.
he's this wretched crackhead. Is he dead? Did they kill him?
He was the
No.
priest. Then he was a Taliban.
He became the Taliban in that wrestling league.
Oh,
Then he
is that
actually,
what that was his name? the
the
Taliban?
Taliban.
I don't remember that. That's
he
funny.
actually worked at a dog pound. He's like, yeah, I get to gas the dogs. Like I'm like, God,
Damn.
you evil man. He likes gassing the dogs and cleaning out the kennels and shit.
And he talked about like being like
Getting paid in lemons.
Well, he talks about being like boned by a dog and stuff.
Dog orgies
He's
and
like,
stuff.
yeah, about being in dog orgies and like,
Like we watched The Gang. The Gang has fucked people's lives up.
Oh yeah.
And Rickety Cricket is the best example of The Gang fucking up an individual's life.
Yeah.
I mean, who else did they fuck up?
Frank started off as just a money
uptight
hungry bastard,
businessman.
but now he's exactly.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
start getting
he's
weird
a-
now in
he's
my second
another
half of my
sloth.
life.
Yeah, he's another sloth, basically.
Yeah.
He's
That
just-
was funny when he said that in the car. And Mac's like, I agree. Frank, jump off. Jump off the ledge. What's cool about Frank though, and it's I don't know if you'll call it cheap or whatever, but the fact that he has crazy amounts of money can get them in and out of anything.
Yeah,
and
that's
they,
good writing.
They constantly show him doing business deals, like or talking to somebody, and it's like, oh, he's still getting money. They're not going to run out of money.
Right.
Like,
But that's a good device because it's the problem, like for writers, the biggest problem with writers is the best thing about it is you could start it. Like most writers
Start
will
something
explain
really
this.
good,
It's
like-
easy to start some shit, but the hardest part about writing for comedy is ending. It sucks to end. It is the hardest to end. So when you have easy cop outs like the fucking what is it? They call Frank back for his business or whatever. And
Atwater
Cola?
for that. Yeah, when he's the warthog.
the Warhog.
Like we need the warthog back.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, the punchline of the episode is everything's building up, all this tension, and then he just goes, "Yeah, I just sold the company. I made a shitload of money. You're all fired. Get out." And it's over. The episode ended, and it's like that. It ended on a punchline.
wasn't Dennis going to go in and bang some dude?
No, he thought he was gonna have to sleep with a little Asian.
Yeah,
kid.
he was
my
getting all
God.
ready. He's like, I need to get.
Because
Oh,
if you guys don't know about this episode, basically Dennis finds this guy's ID, and basically there's some tickets in it for a game. There's 3 tickets, so he takes some of the members of the gang
That's
with
right,
him.
that's right.
And basically at this point he just impersonates this guy. Nobody told him to do it.
What's
he
the guy's name?
I forget.
Fucking,
Damn.
think about keep going
Something
with that.
DeVoe.
No. I'll get it when you just keep.
That sounds like it, dude. Sounds.
Something. What was it? Betsy DeVoe? Betsy DeVoe.
that's who.
Dang, I forgot the guy's name. But basically, he just takes this dude's identity and he starts basically he thinks he's just gonna go all the way with it. So they go to this.
And he's trying to convince Mac the whole time.
He's trying to convince Mac.
Like, you
and
gotta
he
go
goes,
with it, dude.
If you want to get off.
Yeah.
Basically, tell him, Brian, I'm going to help you guys get
Yeah.
off.
Brian Lefebvre.
Brian
Lefebvre.
Lefebvre. Thank you. And
Brian
basically, he's
that's a good
impersonating
name.
Brian Lefebvre.
Damn,
And he keeps telling the gang, you just follow me and you're going to get off.
Yeah.
Don't you
he
want to
just-
get off? And he
Like,
gets creepier
He's
and
just sitting
creepier.
there like,
Because what happened first was because he's like brokering a deal by just saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like
Just
30
nodding
Did
and-
I get on a plane just to get 31? Like saying anything they said back to them, and they're like, "You're right. We'll take you around." So they end up going to like some lodge or something, and the guy comes to him and he's like, "We know exactly what you like. We got a surprise for you. Just go up into the locker room." And he goes in the locker room and there's this shirtless Asian dude, and he's thinking he's gonna have to bang this guy.
And he's like, you just go with it. Like,
Yeah, he's like, wait, what did he say? Let's see how far I'm gonna take this or something.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, Lefebvre, you want
Let's-
to play? Let's see how far we can go with
and
this.
he's like, come on, Mac. He's like, no, there's a certain point. And
Are
he's
you
like,
gonna? This is it.
this is my.
You're gonna bang a little Asian person?
oh my god. Wasn't he just like a towel boy or something?
Yeah, no, he's a caddy, but by then he had his pants unbuckled. And
There you go, caddy.
I'm gonna need you to get out of here. I need to switch gears.
Switch gears real quick.
But yeah, at the end, they basically go, "He's not Brian Lefebvre," and then they go, "Well, who is he?" And he's like, "Somebody that just got off."
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
And he's like, "What just happened?" Just got off. You didn't get off just now. Like, the moment that I got off a little bit during the presentation.
Yeah.
And I got off when he told me that I wasn't Brian Lefebvre.
Didn't he have like veins in his neck? Like,
Oh, he always just.
Mostly sexual. Mostly sexual. Fuck, man, it was such a weird punchline, but like the whole time we think something big's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's what we get.
He's like, oh, that's it. Oh, okay.
Were they just playing bagpipes?
Dude, it's St. Patrick's Day,
yeah.
and there's a bar. There's fucking
so
many bars
Earthworm
under
Jim's
us.
down there playing the bagpipes.
Jim?
Yeah, remember in the game he would play bagpipes.
So Rickety Cricket, he definitely got his life fucked up, and who else? We had the waitress, her poor life.
The
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
lawyer.
Decimated.
There's a special treat in episode 12. The last. Well, you saw it, so you're in for a treat.
It's a great treat. It's a great treat.
I'll be on it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Will you?
Yeah,
I'll be on that kryptonite.
I'll be on that kryptonite,
That's how they say
Well, let me ask you guys this:
holding my hand.
what was your guys like the best payoff that you guys got with watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? And what I mean is this: like, you were watching
Already know.
all those all those seasons, about 10 seasons deep on average. I don't know how many seasons you guys watched, but there was one issue that you guys had with the show, or one of the characters. You wanted something to something that happened with them and it happened. What was the best payoff for you? And I'll give you guys an example. The episode where Mac actually banged the waitress, and I was just like, "Whoa, shit!" So everybody in the gang has banged the waitress except fucking Charlie.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yes." I like clapped, and I was like, "Fuck, finally!" Not that I expected that, but it's good to play on that ongoing joke because now it's even there's more trauma to Charlie because he loves the girl. As much as anything, I mean, true love means you put hair in your girl's sink.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You guys know what I mean, right?
Well, one thing
hair in the
that's
sink.
Gross, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
to kind of get at what you're saying,
Best payoff.
the
baby.
best payoff I liked, but it was kind of a backhanded payoff.
Yeah.
Was when he finally got his night with the waitress on the beach at the Jersey
Oh.
Shore, and then
Everything's just about Charlie and the
she
waitress.
woke up-
I
She
know
woke up like-
she woke up like I was on ecstasy, yeah.
Ecstasy, Charlie.
And
He's
then
like, but
just
what about these jewels I got you?
He's like, what about this? He pulls up a
glass.
crab. And she's like,
It's like a piece of glass.
Treasures we found! We found treasures!
But you kind of like that in the end because when they all got together, they're like, "Fuck the Jersey Shore," and he's just
What
like,
about this
Well,
emerald?
I like
that,
it.
that was my other payoff. So in that same episode, the big payoff for that episode was they went to the Jersey Shore and they did not reference Jersey Shore. Like they didn't
Oh,
reference
yeah.
the group or anything like that. And that's kind of what people expected. That was
Yeah.
that super
Yes,
punchline.
but-
He was like, "Okay, are we gonna get to them?"
But they
and they never did it.
They definitely blew my fucking mind when I'm watching TV and I see two homeless men banging.
Oh yeah.
That blew my fucking mind, dude. I was like, am I seriously watching two dudes hump?
Yeah, that was
Two bums?
Two dudes as bums.
Oh, dude, that was...
Is this what happens under the piers? Is this what you wanted me to see? There's
Charlie
tons of
runs out
magic.
and he's like, no!
What's going on with all these stray dogs? Where are their owners?
sits down on a syringe like,
And-
It's used.
brings up some of the comments Big Nugs had mentioned. Don't forget Rum Ham, which is on that episode.
Rumham is on that episode, and then also, I mean, D and Dennis end up like witnessing a murder.
Oh yeah, they hop
Jersey
in.
Shore, they follow this
yeah.
dude, just start like partying with him.
Oh my God,
Dash
yeah.
in the party. The next thing you know, they're fucking like doing drugs, kicking it, and then this guy fucking kills someone, and he has them burying him.
But it's like in a montage
Yeah,
with
it's
the
a
happy
montage.
music.
It's
a
a
happy
fun 80s
montage.
montage. So
Fucking
But
hilarious.
that whole episode, it was like everyone kind of the way I remember they were doing like ads for it, like the gang takes on Jersey Shore. And that was the big like thing.
So-
And the joke was they never addressed
They
Jersey
never
Shore
even-
like that.
Which is how you fucking
That
do
was
it.
great.
Yeah.
That's
That's
how you do it.
genius. And then Charlie gets.
Because that's what everybody was doing.
Charlie gets his moment. I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then he wakes up to fucking getting.
What about this jewel I got you? This emerald, Charlie. That's a piece of broken
that's
glass.
a piece of broken glass, Charlie. We got treasures. We did all this stuff.
I know, and he had his dream date with his dream woman, did everything he wanted to,
fireworks and everything. You know.
but he still got that experience. That's what matters. That's what matters.
It's all about getting off, guys. That's what.
And yours was watching the bums fuck.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I think
I'm just
that's
saying
what
that.
it was.
I'm just saying that blew me away. Like, because you're talking about like a moment you were waiting for, or what?
Well,
Yeah, what's there's something that you want resolved with the character, whether it be Charlie with the waitress, like we mentioned,
Oh, yeah, actually.
or
another
even
beer?
whether it be I don't know, Frank. You know, Frank actually finding out that the kids aren't his.
Well-
And he's all like, "I've been tricked to raise these kids for 18 years.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
tell me not to make a scene."
Well, okay. Well, there was something that I didn't expect to happen, and it fucking blew me away that it did happen.
Well, we already saw the two homeless dudes hump. You
Yeah.
already brought that point.
But okay, so
Three homeless dudes.
one of my favorite episodes. I got two, but one of them is Charlie McDennis.
Charlie McDennis is.
Fucking great, and it kills me. Like there's little parts that, like just facial
that-
expressions that just have me pissing
That
myself.
final punch, though, that final punch where everything's up to fate. This could be our chance to win.
This is up to the gods.
And they fucking still lost. That
So-
was a beautiful, beautiful ending.
So yeah, Charlie McDennis, I fucking love that shit. So after I seen that episode, I'm like, they gotta make part two. They gotta play that game again. But you know how TV works, and it's like there's no reason for them to do it again.
Right.
They did that episode, and it doesn't fit into anywhere.
But they
and
had
then
a device that pushed the second episode.
all of a sudden, Charlie McDennis, 2 Electric Boogaloo. I was like, fuck, dude, you got me. You
And
can't take my.
they wrote it well.
Yeah,
you know?
and
They
it's
didn't have a
different.
bullshit
Both
reason to
Charlie
play it again.
McDennis episodes.
It's
they did.
the same, like we said, the same type of type of jokes, but it grew. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
wait, how did Charlie McDinnis start? They were like trying to think of schemes.
They wanted.
They were
They
like,
were bored.
we're
They
gonna-
wanted something.
Yeah,
They
they
were
did.
like, wait, let's do a thing where we, nah.
well, the first
Well,
one
what about you? I don't.
they already had
nobody
that game. They were like, oh, let's play Charlie McDennis.
No, but it's just the way that they started the episode. You know how
Yeah, they were just-
usually
they were
starts,
just bored.
They're like
They were chilling at
bullshitting.
the bar, and they're like, "We could play Charlie McDennis."
Oh yeah.
And then they offered that.
But when the second time it came around, they were pitching it to an actual person to
to a
make
dude,
it.
yeah.
The guy Mattel, yeah.
So in the end,
Yeah.
No puzzle, no puzzle, no
What
puzzle.
the
no
hell,
puzzle.
Frank? How do you agree to this? Because it turned into a fucking Saw game out of nowhere.
they got moments like that where, like when the guy said, "I didn't agree to this," and then everyone's like, "What?" The moments that they set up and their payoffs are so
ridiculous.
Good, dude.
What's your guys' favorite episode?
Well, what's your favorite payoff? First of all,
Wait,
I already mentioned that. Is when
Yeah, you already did.
when Mac banged the waitress, because I was just like, "Fuck."
Oh, I thought
I want
that
to
was-
see this guy. I want to see the methods to his madness, like how he takes care of a chick. So we all know that Mac bangs chicks without rubbers.
Yeah.
He just goes. He's like, "Okay, we can do this." And like the mannerisms that he went across with banging the waitress is fucking hilarious. All for a sex tape.
the reunion episode is also its own punchline because all of the things that you ever thought of the cast gets turned on its head. I swear to God, I thought Dennis all those seasons. I thought Dennis was the popular guy in school.
Oh yeah.
I thought Dennis was the popular guy in school. I thought, Dee was this
freaking-
ugly, deformed chick, and I thought Mac was actually an interesting person, and Charlie was an interesting person. Then this whole thing, you find out Dennis never interacted with anyone. He's actually
equally as a
socially-
street rat as
Yes,
fucking Charlie.
he's
Mac.
no different. He's no different. So this whole thing, because once they confirm that, you go, fuck, Dennis is officially insane.
He's been lying the
Dennis
whole
is,
time.
he's a liar, and then you find out Mac is for McDonald.
Yeah, Ronald
Yeah,
McDonald.
Ronald
McDonald. His name is Ronald McDonald. Like,
well, it's funny because when they go back to the 18th century, I think it was.
Yeah.
When they cracked the Liberty
That
Bell?
one?
yes.
Yeah, Mac walks in the bar and then Dennis goes, "Oh, McDonald." He addresses him as McDonald. So when they said McDonald, I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." this whole-
I just think it's funny that more recently they start referencing how Dennis. Well, in that what was that book that he wrote?
What?
Oh,
Oh,
his,
Dennis Reynolds in Erotic
in-
Life.
Wow.
So in that book, he talks about how he banged a teacher or whatever, and then now they're talking. Now Dee's bringing it up. She's like, "What? That was a librarian, and she molested you. Like she was hideous."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you're getting it. You're getting the story all wrong." They've been bringing it up a lot now, and then I think they actually showed like a real quick clip of some lady. But he's like, no, she was beautiful, and like,
Yeah, but
and
that's what's funny because now you can't trust them.
Yeah, he's always spinning a tub of shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of I'm sorry I was going those layers, but it's like when it comes to a show, the way it's designed is they make you trust the characters.
Yeah.
Everything that they say is true.
Because it's all you got.
That's all you got. Like if
That's
you watch
all you
Friends,
got.
the way that they reference their jokes is they had. Remember that time in high school when you did this and everybody laughs? You believe it because it's true. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Same with all comedy. That's how it's supposed to work. So for 6 seasons?
Yeah.
Most of these jokes or the things that they identify as have been false.
Yeah.
Like everything's been a fucking lie.
We've all been led
When
to
I was in
believe-
high school,
yeah.
I used to bang so many. I banged all the cheerleaders, all this shit. And we believe it because the way that Dennis is today.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you find out nobody even knows him. Like,
Yeah, because the story goes is that
they used to get bullied.
in season when the gang had the bar when the gang actually were selling drinks to minors, and they mentioned the episode where it's all like, well, you guys used to deal drugs, and I guess the impression is that Dennis used to buy drugs from them, and that's the only bridge that brought them together to be friends. But little do we know, in the episode of the high school reunion, they all used to hang out
They always hang
together
out all
under
the
the
time.
bridge. Oh no, under the bleachers.
And he was,
They used to do
Dennis
drugs.
was just thinking that everyone was watching him because he's
He's like,
a golden guy.
you kept calling yourself this golden god, you kept running away from
you were a
us,
creep.
Fuck yeah.
calling us your what was his the golden gods, and you guys were
my minions.
his minions.
They're all my minions. So this dude's insane.
Yeah.
So broken Dennis Reynolds.
Broken Dennis Reynolds, and then also just the other little sub jokes that keep running, like Dennis's porn stash is just the ball shot.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just-
It's a weird angle. Where I used to
Double angle.
You can't even see who he's banging.
badass.
The fact that it records everything.
The my favorite episode had to be the two-parter reunion episode. That was just you talk about an episode that can bring so much closure in so little time. Well, granted, it's a two-parter; it needed to be, but still Hilarious. That's one of my favorite episode out of the whole series.
That's definitely one of mine. The other favorite was a recent one. The Gang Goes to Hell, that two-parter, because they basically, it's another checkpoint.
That was hilarious.
It's another checkpoint because you now know, oh wow, these guys are all a specific kind of like sin, which is funny. You're wrath, you're gluttony, you're like, it is so dumb because they basically are that. The fact that they're on a Christian cruise and smuggle beer on, that's a joke. But then like, you know, Frank's like, oh, this cross is burning the shit out of me. And it shows like the burning or whatever. And then you cut to Mac, and he's like, yeah, and I put radiator fluid on one of their crosses so I can make him think that he's burning in hell for the person that he is. Like,
oh my god,
everything
like,
was just layered so well.
Me gay.
I bet you guys can't make 5 minutes later. Okay, guys, I'm gay. Like, no, he's like, you guys are gay. Wait, no. God doesn't exist. Why? Because God would make me gay. I'm obviously gay. God wouldn't make me gay, so God doesn't exist.
It blows his mind so much. It's funny too because like Charlie, one guy who doesn't get like, he gets jokes, he gets laughs, but he kills every now and then with a good joke.
Yes,
Matt goes up to him and he goes, "Oh my god, can you believe there's 2 gay people on the cruise?" And then Charlie goes, "Yeah, who's the other guy?" Kills everybody.
Nice.
That was a damn good joke.
Big Nugs had some input here. The St. Patty's Day episode was dope. They had an Uber bar and ended up taking people's shit and leaving them on the roadside. Dude, that episode's funny because they kept having hiccups and they're just like, okay, get the fuck out.
Yeah, get out. leave your stuff.
Trying to be a mobile bar.
That was hilarious.
This is the only day where we can't tell people with bagpipes to shut up. Right? All right. Well, if you guys heard some ambient noise, it's some guy with bagpipes outside. Preferably,
Dude, the
I would like to
episode is
imagine him in a Darth Vader mask and a kilt, riding a unicycle, playing these.
We got to see that guy in person, dude.
That guy was in Portland.
Yeah. We got after
it's
all
probably
those
the same guy. You know, it took a long time to get there.
I know. He's just been since October. He's just been riding over here. I'll make it eventually. I'll make it by St. Patty's Day.
So, Sir Slick, what would be your favorite episode?
Okay, well, Charlie McDonald's, that was one. The other one,
no, just one. This is your favorite episode. You can't break the rules here.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
This is my show.
Flip it up.
Oh, here's
So you just hijack our shit?
Philadelphia. No, it would be.
that's your favorite episode.
No. It would be who got Dee pregnant? The flashbacks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude.
That was dope.
That shit kills, dude. Just because it's like same thing. You're seeing it from everybody's perspective, and not just the gang. You start seeing it from the McPoyles and from Artemis. Oh, dude, it's just. What does Frank say? He's like, I wasn't Spider-Man, I was Man-Spider.
I was Man-Spider.
Stupid.
And they keep talking about banging behind Wendy's, and he's like, we incorporated the dough in such a way that...
Or he became a human Cobb salad. He's like, all you did is start sprinkling bacon on me.
Oh yeah, with the dressing.
Yeah, that's... Those 2 episodes are the ones I constantly watch those.
Okay, so out of those 2, which one's your favorite one? That way we can get to the root of the question here. Okay.
Fucking the who got Dee pregnant? Shut up.
Who got Dee pregnant?
Yeah.
I like how in that episode she was progressively like leading up to being a full bird.
Oh yeah, just little by little.
Fucking got me.
Max like he's like Viggo Mortenstein.
He thought he slayed some dude, and it was just like, nah, he ran away. He ended up getting knocked out.
Didn't he punch a girl? Wasn't that it? He's like, you got that poor girl's blood on your hands. And I don't forget what else. And he's like, but then right before you made love to Margaret in private, she's still expecting a call. Well, that's not going to happen. You will call her! And then, in that episode, like, well, right after that, they tell Dennis that he banged Dee or whatever. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to be sick. So he runs to the fucking restroom. And the McPoyles, don't flush. Like that. So stupid.
Oh,
They like to play with they really like to go for gross humor, right? It's not completely like Tim and Eric throw up on the screen gross humor, but it's like it's enough to make you go, okay, everyone here is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Charlie and Frank are just
Cruising
putrid.
Twosome, baby.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the way that, I mean, you watch Danny DeVito's character just get worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like to the point where he just will grab a bag of chips, shove them to his face, and
Dude,
not
when he
even
was eating
move.
sausages out of his pocket.
Right. And he's sweaty. He's already sweaty, and he's like fucking shoving food, and it's hanging off the side of his lip. he just drinks beer off the side of his face.
In that Gale the Snail episode, he's drinking.
He gargles it.
He's drinking so much beer, he like throws up in his mouth, and while he's gurgling, he's just like, just going on.
That's good shit.
And he's down, though.
Now you're just mashing it.
Right, and then
We didn't even
goes
bang.
down.
We just drank a bunch of monsters and dry humped all night.
My favorite episode was probably the Christmas episode, because that one you get some claymation in there.
Oh yeah, that was
You
pretty
get some Frank being a scumbag, Frank trying to make it up,
Dennis
and then
getting
Frank
the
getting
Countach.
done dirty, and then at the end it goes back to the Charlie and Mac throwing rocks at trains.
Dennis
that was-
gets his Goontage. Remember that. You can't leave that out.
That was
Nice ass car.
But like you
Throwing
said,
rocks at trains is a shit though.
oh hell yeah, it's the best way to pass. It's the best Christmas tradition ever. To be honest with you. No, but the like you said, their gross humor. One of the episodes the payoff in this episode was so fucking hilarious that I watched the whole thing over again. Was when they had a dead dog in the alley, and then Frank told him to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
At the same time, Dee's faking having a kid.
Yeah.
So
Barnabas?
They're trying to they're trying to audit her.
Yeah,
for the
Barnabas.
kid. Yeah, Barnabas. There you
Yeah.
go. I thought you said Artemis. No. Barnabas Reynolds. Yeah. So she has this.
Oh, Barney!
She has this. He sprays chili powder in her eyes so she can fake cry. No, but this whole time, Mac and Charlie want to expose her for having a fake kid and faking this funeral because the kid apparently died.
I just like how they're like this. This funeral is brought to you by Wolf Cola.
It's like Wolf Cola, the only cola for closure. Fucking opens it. Yeah,
There was like 3 people in there, and it was like Charlie's mom and Mac's mom. That was like,
Mac's mom's always watching TV. She's always in places
Fucking
out in
gross.
public.
But yeah, they've come up with this plan to expose it. So they come up with the idea of opening up the casket and showing that it's empty. But wasn't it Frank that was supposed to get rid of the dog? It was Frank that was supposed to get rid of the dog. He puts it in the casket, and they reveal it, and they dump it, and it's just a nasty wet body just
it's
falls
so
out.
fucking gross.
But it's funny because he tells everyone, he's like, prepare for your hearts to turn to stone. Nasty body. It's like, oh god.
Calrissian says your license plate says scamming.
Nice.
Because Dee's bike.
Yeah. When she wasn't it like a moped or something?
Yeah, it was like a little moped.
Shows up with all that tax money.
Yeah,
Scamming.
scamming.
So dumb.
Wait, which episode did I think it was Mac and Charlie fake their deaths?
Oh yeah.
They fake their deaths.
Classic.
And they go
Charlie
to their funeral.
literally just takes teeth out.
Yeah.
They're gonna need some dental records
Yeah.
for the crash. So
He's like, oh, they're coming right out. Oh, look at that.
that's happening a little too easy, isn't it?
That was the
And
stupidest
then what
planned
was
death.
Dennis? He had the duster, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
jacket. He's like, I'm not giving back the duster. And where's it to their funeral?
In
though?
the will, it says burn the duster. I'm not burning the
Not
duster.
burning the duster, and he wore it to the funeral. Like, how much more disrespectful can you be? Like,
They're not saying enough sad things about me. I'm going in there.
Doesn't
they recorded a fucking video.
doesn't
holding
Frank
hands.
tell him to get rid of the duster? He's like,
Yeah, get rid of the
he's
devil.
like, bury the duster. It's like, I'm not getting rid of it. All right, so that's enough of that.
That's so fucked up.
Dude,
So much for following your friend's will and
Dying
testament.
wishes.
Yeah. So, how about we just leave with the lasting point here? That way we can go on to these the remake segment of the Mark and Andre Show, episode 59, the St. Patrick's Day Spectacular. We're here chilling out, maxing, relaxing, drinking a little bit,
Shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
The thing we're talking about, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We're also going to be talking about Disney remakes and remakes in general for the year 2017 and 2018. So,
You know what we should be talking about? It's Tullio's.
oh yeah, our proud sponsor Tullio's with vitamins R, I, C, and Make sure to-
The Figure 4 essential vitamins and nutrients for every day.
make sure you collect 3 UPCs to get a free ride on Space Mountain.
Yeah, for your mother or your sister or anybody 16 years and older. And
18 in some states.
Starting at 16.
in the right,
man.
you know,
You know,
age of consent applies in the
age
right
of
state.
consent
I don't
applies to
even
some
have an
states.
opinion.
So, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is going to be staying in my. I think it's one of the top 10 shows of all time due to its longevity.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
hilarious.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Consistency.
Adrian, you want to put on last statement there for you? about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What about it?
All right, perfect. Andre, let's go to your point here.
No, this is a fucking awesome show, dude. If you haven't seen it, watch it for sure.
I recommend that
Yeah.
you guys
Binge
watch
it.
it out there. This
Start from the beginning. It's not a show that you can just really jump into any season, but start it from the beginning
watch
so you
when they
can
only
see.
had one camera.
Yeah, so you can see the evolution that we're talking about
Right.
because you can be completely turned off if you were to jump in, say this season right now, and just be like, what the fuck? Who are they? And why are they doing this? And why it doesn't make sense that they would go
Why
to
is
these
there-
lengths? But
Everything's
watch-
way funnier when you know.
Why are these guys eating? Why is Charlie
Exactly.
eating cat
Backlog of
food?
jokes.
Why is
Exactly.
Charlie eating cat food?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up with these guys? You're basically going, what the fuck is going on?
These guys are-
check it out, dude. It's definitely. I'll give it an OG Kush per the 840 ranking system.
cool.
Check it out, dude.
Nice.
And Andre, what do you say?
I think it's a fantastic spin on the comedy concept because what they're trying to do or what they're doing with the show is they're using a standard comedy formula, but it's an alternate comedy. So if you guys don't know what alternate comedy is, it's like if you don't watch Adult Swim style comedy, basically. It's like timing is different, everything is different in regards to how punchlines are executed and all that shit. So they found a way to use a traditional comedy format for alternative comedy. And if you guys want to get started with alternative comedy, I highly suggest you start with It's Always Sunny. The continuity is, like you guys were saying, the continuity doesn't interfere, but you will enjoy the show so much more if you just start from the beginning.
It's all about the evolution, baby.
So let it be treat the entire show like a joke. So the first 2 seasons are the setup to your massive punchline that you're going to get from every season following. You're going to watch these people go insane, and that's what makes the journey great. So check out It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It has my approval. I love the show, and I love the characters. It's great writing.
Slick.
You guys said it best, and that's pretty much it. You just
No,
gotta
don't
watch.
cop out. You better say some innovative shit.
I mean, shout out to Thundergun. You know?
Thundergun Express.
Yeah.
The guy
Yo,
here.
that dude hangs dong.
Yeah, that dude hangs dong in that movie. And shout out to Viggo Mortenstein and Man Spider. I mean, and don't forget Dee's a bird. Whatever.
I like it when
Spider-Man, I was
when they're talking about the post op tranny episode. He's like, "Where's our goddamn Bible?"
Oh yeah, where's the
bar.
Bible?
Where's
Our
our
Bible.
goddamn Bible?
That's gold,
We don't
man.
have one.
And Mac's semi-serious take on the Bible is
Oh, and on
fucking
just religion,
hilarious.
huh?
Yeah, on religion.
He's
in
like,
general,
all right, we gotta have a cross on the bar. Why? He's like, all right, we'll have the cross on the bar, but we gotta have a big. Why do we have to have a big? We just need a big. We're Irish bar. We're
Yeah, but
Irish Catholic bar.
It's supposed to strike fear.
He's like, all right, how much blood are we gonna have? I'm like, oh, a lot of blood on him. Like, why? It just gets so stupid, man.
Max,
So
like,
let's talk
God
about,
sees this and says, "No." You think thunder is God clapping? Yeah.
You're like, oh,
God's clapping his hands saying, "No." Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about remakes here.
Oh yeah, that's
You
what.
know,
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
I was reading an article via the internet, and I actually came across this article that said Disney plans to reboot all 56 of their animated features with a live action take.
All 56 of them.
So they've made
Holy
56,
shit, I didn't know
56
that,
animated
dude.
features. So I have the list right here. Dumbo, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Aladdin are all slated for a live action reboot, and they're in some sort of production right now.
So those are the ones that are coming out soon.
Right? But the factors are all there that they're all going to be somewhat successful. Disney knows how to pitch it. They're doing it with Beauty and the Beast. You know, they're just it's a rehash of the original, and they're just going to live
It's
action.
just easy for them. It's already written. It's already like
yeah, but it's not.
just put an actor here. Let me watch the movie again. An actor here. Say this. Say
All right,
this.
Make one of the other actors that was normally white black.
Yeah.
Make another one.
Swap some shit.
Turn someone into a woman.
Yeah, to make someone a woman and make one other one gay, and then boom.
That's Morgan Freeman narrated.
Yeah, it's hip for the 2010s. It's the 2010s, baby. You gotta get with the times.
I was about to say that these remakes aren't for us; they're for everyone else coming up.
They're just trying to reset, basically.
Well, it's tried and true. Something if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well,
So
I mean,
let's
well,
resell it again.
The technique behind the remake is us, the adults. So you bring back fucking Lion King, which they are doing.
Yeah.
You bring back Lion King. That is our masterpiece for our generation. So all these shit by now, millennials are parents, and they probably have more than 3 kids. They're going to take all these fucking children to see what made them feel special when they were young. And the parents are going to be pissed as fuck by how bad it is compared to their experience, but the kids are going to love it. And then that will be the start of that generation. And the cycle might continue from there. And then by the time those kids are older, it'll be a VR version of fucking...
Or maybe their plan is to get you in the theater, you watch it, you hate it, and you're like, watch, let me show you...
I'm going to buy the real Lion
King. Exactly.
That actually $30. I told him that strategy. He's like, if you hate... Either way it goes, you're going to pay them for the experience, and then you're going to be pissed by the experience and go buy the old shit.
$30 Blu-ray right there.
Because they always release... And get the whole Lion King bundle now.
Oh, and that's another thing, the fucking...
I'm going to whip out the VCR. Dad, what the hell is that? Oh my god!
You're scared by it?
All freaked out by the VHS.
Damn.
The clamshell's gonna get you!
Shit.
So yeah, that's a good point that you brought up, because I didn't even think about that. Disney has a system implemented where the new comes out, and it makes the old popular based on the millennials who won't approve of the new stuff because it wasn't better than the original.
Right. But by then, box office is record breaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got to think about the box office too. I mean, tickets in '96 were $5-7.
Right. Oh yeah, that's
$7 for
that's
a
the
Saturday
cheat.
night.
That's the cheat move right there.
But I have 3 fucking kids.
Go for this.
No one told you to have 3 kids.
But I'm saying, like, you have 3
Let's
kids.
have a toast. Let's have a toast to old fucking admission charges, dude. Come on.
To new beginnings and happy endings.
Yeah. And
Sweet Home Alabama.
I'll be honest, I mean, at this point, I don't care anymore. So as far as the remake is concerned, it's going to make its money.
It's a good system that they implement, though.
It's a great system.
It's a brilliant move.
It's brilliant.
Right along the 20th or 25th anniversary of whatever, or the 10th and 15th anniversary of whatever they released. Little Mermaid's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming around those years. They're going to come off the Blu-ray.
The Blu-ray with the 3D edition, the original edition, extra commentary, because they still have shit to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But since when has Disney come up short on money? They're making way too much. They're making a lot.
They
of
have
money.
all the money
And everything, and all Disney shit just gets more expensive. That's what doesn't make sense. The more money they have, the more expensive Disneyland is. How does that fucking work?
They have Marvel, they have Star Wars, and they have their own living, thriving franchise.
LucasArts.
Yeah.
Lucas. But the one thing you have to remember about that is that corporations, they don't look at a level profit margin.
They just go more.
You need more.
Oh yeah. But it just
it's annoying.
I even read an article too while I was on the.
I know how the level of money works. I'm highly aware.
Oh, so you're a monopoly lawyer.
Yeah. Do not pass go.
No. This is just it talks about Disney. This actually involved Disney, where Disney actually is in works of a class action lawsuit where they have to pay out money because they made the cast members buy their uniforms. You telling me a fucking billion-dollar multi-billion-dollar corporation can't fucking comp fucking like a vest or whatever if you're part of the Haunted Mansion, a suit or
really?
whatever? Yeah. So now they're getting their just desserts because the thing is it's against the law to have those deductions be lower than your minimum wage. If your payout for those uniforms are lower than the minimum wage on average per check that you get, then you have to pay out because it's you have to have a minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
If you go below that, you got to pay out.
Damn, see that's fucking ridiculous.
Crazy. I mean, but it's
that's
shit.
Disney. You're talking like you mentioned. It's a perfect fucking system. So Disney already plotted this out. Like, okay, we know that just the name alone, we should have this box office on the weekend. First weekend. It's funny, we always go by first weekend. We never follow up by how much money they make after.
Who gives a shit? That's chump change.
But if you think about it, I guess the system works is you're never going to make more than your opening weekend. But either way it goes, they're still racking up. Like, Get Out is still making fucking money.
I was about to say, shout out to the homeboy who made Get Out. He fucking killed it in the box office.
Jordan Peele raped it. Jordan Peele went out and killed that shit. But when it comes down to it, they're going to make everything back. They're going to completely surpass their budget. Fuck it. But the thing is, like you mentioned, they're going to surpass their budget. They're going to make tons of money back, and then they're going to release the box office set of whatever the film is, make money from there. Then they might even have a video game out. Make a little cash off of that. There's going to be tons of merch, new merch mixed with old merch, because you have the realistic looking version of what's happening, and you have the cartoon version,
the VR version.
The VR version. So it's a big ass cash grab. So overall, how do you guys feel about the remakes? Period, though.
Well, as a great urban philosopher, Tupac Shakur once said, "I'm gonna double it, and I'm gonna keep doubling it until they kill me."
I like that. And
Rest
then
in
he
peace,
died.
Machiavelli.
And then he died. And then he was murdered.
He didn't get the
Violently
double.
murdered.
Well,
He didn't make the
he's
first double.
he's next to Walt Disney's head, so y'all need to chill with that.
You guys are talking about Disneyland. It reminded me. Have you guys heard about the Disneyland Club? You pay tens of thousands of dollars
Club 33.
to. And
Okay,
then
what?
You go and you knock on the door, and then it fucking slides open, and then you slide that open. You knock on another door, drops a vent down into a chute that takes you into this lavish place where you can eat baby fetuses and drink the blood of the innocent.
What is going on right
Well, that's the Masonic
That's just
Lounge.
hearsay. There's
Club
some truth to
33.
that.
There's
Like,
33 degrees to the
from the
Masonic
knocking on
Lounge.
the door
33 layers.
before that, everything's true. You're talking about Club 33.
But the Willy Wonka shoot and the fetuses.
yeah,
We got to
I
figure
can't.
that.
I
I can't attest
I
to
can't
that.
confirm nor deny that.
I can't.
So what do you know about this? Like,
Yes. No, because I have a Disneyland pass, so every place that
Every season pass, I've been there.
every
I've seen it
place
all.
that I haven't passed to, I like investigate it fully, just because I like the history of it. I'm a history buff about shit like that. Club 33 is the only place within Disneyland where you can actually drink alcohol. At Disney California Adventure, you can.
You can.
But Disneyland, you can't. Walt said that shit
No
don't fly
dice.
here, B.
Yeah, well, Walt
That
did it.
shit, Walt's like that shit don't fly.
Fuck
you
that.
Make sure you
yo.
put Star Wars Land over there when I'm out.
Because I already
when
know
they
I got
invent
that.
Star Wars,
Holla. Buy that shit.
Walt wasn't there when I
just
snuck.
put down 4, yeah.
Walt doesn't know about the fifth of vodka I snuck in last time either.
Oh, dude, it's so easy to sneak liquor at fucking Disneyland.
Oh, for
all you
real?
gotta do is because you get those mini shots, you put them behind your tube socks.
You motherfuckers are impressive.
Well, the detectors don't take them off.
Dude, Banksy went in there and fucked that whole ride up.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Hey, what did Banksy do?
what did Banksy do?
he
He did a Guantanamo Bay protest and got a blow-up doll and had an orange jumpsuit with a bag over its head.
it was by Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And then so he it looked like a prisoner tied up,
Yeah.
and he fucking basically bailed, and they were fucking looking for him and the cameraman, which was Mr. Brainwash, right?
Yeah.
And Banksy took off,
Yeah.
played it cool. I think he went in the bathroom and changed, and Mr. Brainwash was just like walking around filming shit.
Yeah.
And they assumed that they were together because they
They were.
well, yeah, but they went through camera real quick. So Mr. Brainwash was trying to play it off or whatever, and I guess what they were like, let us see your pictures, and then so real quick he deleted every picture right before they showed him. He's like, look, nothing.
But he still had footage of him.
still had footage.
He still had some of the footage.
Probably
yeah.
swapped out the memory card real quick.
But yeah,
But
I guess that was like considered terrorism and shit like that. They could have fucking went to jail
whatever,
for.
man. Banksy, no one's gonna catch fucking Banksy.
Banksy took off, dude. Nobody did catch Banksy. They caught Mr. Brainwash.
Has
'cause he's a
anyone
fucking
seen this
dumbass.
fucker's face yet? Like,
No one's seen his face. That
I saw
is
some-
truly being so off of the grid. Is being a guy named Banksy and just dropping bombs in places and
I saw a video. I don't know how true it was.
Peacing
I think
out.
it was on World Star. I'm not sure. And some
Yeah.
girls like,
Oh, it was true.
was it?
World Star.
True. That is true.
that's like CNN.
Good point. Good point.
Urban CNN.
No, it was like I guess he had just did some art, and then some girl was like Banksy, and he looks and he takes off.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know. It was like in the shadows. Though. I don't know how fucking real that is.
there's one.
That shit
Sorry,
was funny,
sorry
though.
we're kind of diverting, but just real quick.
Yeah.
There's a video of Banksy himself. Like, he doesn't show his face, obviously,
Uh-huh.
but he's in New York and he's selling his art. He's selling his Banksy art for like $50 to people that were just coming by,
That's a
and
work.
they didn't know. They
That's
did
funny.
not know it was him. So it's
Did
like,
he have his face blank?
no. Well, on the video, he does. You don't see his face.
But like when he was selling it,
yeah, because in New York, nobody gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Like, so people are just like, oh, what's this? $50? Are you serious? No,
Yeah.
I'll pay 25. He's like, okay, and Banksy's just giving them away. These fuckers are buying what, like $20,000 art?
No, that
Way more.
Way more
millies, a milli.
for like $50. One time only. One time it only happened, and he recorded it on purpose just to fuck with people. You know, that's a talented artist. Sorry, I didn't even know he snuck into Disneyland.
You watch that? What's some?
We didn't sneak into
Well, he came into Disneyland.
He went to Disneyland.
And,
What he did was he hopped
enter
the fence.
through the gift shop. That's the documentary.
exit through the gift
Exit through the gift shop.
Yeah, but he hopped a gate that was like a
Yes.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all.
Not only dropped the beer, dropped
It was like the most perfect spill onto your phone. Don't worry, just keep
drink
it soaked.
it off the table. Drink it off the table.
Just keep it soaked, man. Keep it soaked.
So you were saying before you
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
before you drenched your phone into Atlanta.
into piss water.
You don't want to talk about this.
It works. Dog.
Porn still works. All right.
Sparks came out, but it's working.
Well, wash the jizz off of my phone.
Jizza, that was me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, he went in with the backpack, filled it up with the air, jumped a gate that was like an area that most people will see, and just set it up and then fucking bounced.
Took off.
genius,
Dude, to
genius.
sneak into Disneyland's a crazy...
He didn't sneak into Disneyland.
No, but
He paid it.
He got in normal because
Okay, so
nobody
he got
knows what he looks like.
Yeah.
So,
But he brought all of his shit and then did it there,
Cool.
and then bounced out.
bounced out super quick. Respect to Banksy, man. I'd love to meet you.
Anyways, you guys need to watch the documentary. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, he has. I need
You
to
guys
watch
have-
it.
Well, there's even worse
It was
than
a, it was a
that's the
documentary about Banksy, and it turned into a documentary about that dude, Mr. Brainwash.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. It
Well,
turned
it was
into Banksy directing the movie.
Okay.
It was about him, and then he got the footage, and then he directed under
So
the movie.
Banksy Shyamalan brainwash. That's crazy.
Watch it, dude. It's
like
hard.
you thought this was one about me? No, this is about all
It's
you,
about
bro.
you.
No, because
There's
the
even-
dude that was making the movie, he sucks. So he was the footage he was putting together. It was like, what the fuck did you just make? And he took all that shit around, and he ended up making the movie about him.
Wow.
Yeah, but there's even a rumor out there saying that whole movie, that Mr. Brainwash is a fake guy, and that's a Banksy creation.
Mr. Brainwash is a Banksy
Yeah.
creation. That's fucking funny.
It sounds.
Dang, he missed him.
Banksy's
That
that
guy
complex.
brainwashed as a Manchurian candidate. He was like, "Hey, man, I was just told by this guy that I'd have
Anyways,
everlasting paradise if I did everything he did."
I've never seen his face.
remakes. What was it happening? Remakes.
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 Fucking topic of this
Oh, no, we're on
goddamn
the topic of the
show.
remake. No.
Banksy is affiliated with
Well,
Disney.
you know, because what
Mysticism?
you talking about Disneyland? You start talking about other things.
You know,
what I'm saying?
ECW almost got sold to Disney.
For real?
ECW?
See,
Disney almost bought it.
but let's just talk about how powerful Disney is as a business entity.
A business.
No one can fuck with Disney.
They were at a point.
Y'all don't want to fuck with
after
Disney.
after the 1970s, where they were
What was that?
where they were close to going under.
Yeah.
They were really ambitious between the 1970s and from the 1970s to the 1990s. They were really ambitious. Like Euro Disney, when they made Euro Disney, started tanking, and they were like, well, so they ended up changing CEOs, and after that, everything just went up, man. Once you start profits like that, you start seeing available properties.
What'd you say?
They bought Marvel. They bought LucasArts for cheap. They bought Marvel for cheap just because
It's Disney.
they came in at the right time, right when they were making Punisher movies and
Home Alone 3, shit like that.
oh gosh,
I used to love Home Alone
this
3.
it's like a,
No joke. It was
if
my
you
shit.
No joke.
take Rocker's Modern Life for example. The show the company Conglommo. We have our Conglommo.
And it's Disney.
And it's Disney. Disney literally has 3/4 of the market of entertainment covered with fucking movies, leisure, recreation, theme parks, and then everything else that they own with sports, ESPN.
Disney owns ESPN?
yes.
Fuck out of here.
ABC. ABC too.
No.
Yes.
No, I honestly didn't know that.
Just freaking out.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, dude, they own a lot, man.
This is not conspiracy corner, guys. It's just these are
Conspiracy
facts.
There's no conspiracy
These are
about it.
facts.
This
These
is
are
just
facts.
financial.
We're just giving you
Well, this
statistics.
is- well, we are on the Mark and Andre show, which is the only film, entertainment, and conspiracy theory show.
To our knowledge.
Figure.com.
So I
Let's
wouldn't
let's
be-
throw a conspiracy spin on this thing. You know,
Okay.
let's just chime that in on there. That dude, Walt
We gotta make one.
There is one, and that's under the castle at Walt Disney World. They said that they buried. That they buried Walt Disney.
That's why you never
underneath
got
that
drafted to
castle.
the NBA.
Because after he died, he wasn't able to go to Walt Disney World.
Who did?
Walt died before they finished Walt Disney World.
Which is in Orlando?
Yes.
Hotlando.
Hollando.
Orlando.
Give some respect.
Orlando, please.
Whoa, hey, excuse me.
Okay.
All right, that's what I was.
Orlando Calrissian.
All right.
Beach
Yeah,
week?
Orlando Calrissian. Shout out to Orlando Calrissian for living there.
Just stupid.
Walt Disney was buried underneath the Cinderella Castle. I like to think that was true.
Because that motherfucker was a princess. Huh, fool.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Dude, man, that place. You were at what? You were at Walt Disney World, and he can vouch for it. I haven't been there because I don't even know what to do when I plan to.
GTP
That's
trip,
4
guys.
fucking parks.
It's fucking disturbing. It's 5, I think. It's 5 stars. It's 5 parks.
5 parks.
5 parks.
Oh Lord.
49
fucking-
square miles. And that,
Fucking
No way,
put it
dude.
in perspective. Put it in perspective. San Francisco is 48 square miles. The city of San Francisco is 48 square miles. Walt Disney World is 49.
Yes.
That's bullshit. Bring it up.
True.
Pull it up.
Find it.
Pull
I'm
it
not
up.
pulling shit up.
Yeah.
It's gonna break my computer, dude. Those kind of megabytes.
Those kind of stats.
He's still on his free trial of AOL 7.0.
But
I got an extra disc, dude.
I've been there. I seen it. I seen the whole thing.
Oh, Mo, you saw that?
I think I've been to, out of the 5 parks, we went to 4 in 2 days. And it's like, it's not even, it's unbelievable, actually. I remember we were outside waiting to make a purchase. This was like a family trip, so everything was cool. But, yeah, so...
There's no drinking there.
Yeah, I couldn't enjoy it. So, I was like, I think I was like 17 or something. But yeah, so we're outside and we're in line getting our tickets, and we're talking to this guy in the line, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been saving up for 9 years.
Oh, God.
I've been saving up for 9 years to do this trip with my family because it's that fucking expensive.
yeah.
It's unreal. It doesn't make sense. Each park, there's 5 parks." Each park to pay admission is the same price as you would pay at the regular Disneyland now.
$90-something.
No, well, Disneyland now.
Oh no, well, because Disneyland's prices are per, like in July, $100.
Yeah.
In January, when when no one's there, they'll 90-something. But fuck it, let's take for example in fucking July,
Sick-
fuck it, $100.
sick price.
5 parks, $500.
5 parks at $500
person.
and there's $500 a person,
Jeez.
and we have a family of like 12 people.
Bing, bing, bing,
Bang.
bing, 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 bing.
And guess what?
Ding, 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 ding,
Every
ding.
single fucking ride packed to capacity.
To capacity.
Capacity.
to Picasso.
Capacity, y'all. Isn't that a rapper? No, but like it was so fucking overwhelmingly packed. All I could think of is the amount of money they made. But the parks themselves were supremely like on par. Everything's clean. Everything's. It's like they repaint shit every couple of nights or something.
Yeah, money.
Money.
Stay paid.
But it's the most perfect place to be. So Disneyland, there's an experience there. California Adventure, there's an adventure there. But Disney
Disneyland
World
is
is
a fart
overwhelming.
compared to fucking
Disney
Magic
World is
Kingdom.
huge, and every ride is like the most dynamic version of itself.
I did not know that. I did not know Disney World was a combination of 5 different parks.
Dude, it
Five
has
One of them is just a massive zoo, but it's a zoo that basically creates.
Has animals that don't exist. Like
Yeah, it has Pokemon and shit.
I think
Disney presents Pokemon.
I think the Animal Kingdom actually. Speaking of animals that we don't have yet, they actually have an Avatar ride. They have an Avatar land,
See?
Pandora.
Yeah.
They actually have a designated land like Pandora, and I saw the video.
Why?
I saw the video like 2 days ago, dude.
It made
that
enough
shit
money to be
literally
tight.
looks like Avatar.
It does.
The
And-
ride and everything. They have another VR experience. Of course, it's VR, but dude, we weren't able to see. I wasn't able to see that, but this reporter, she was alongside James Cameron. James Cameron in the land that he
created.
envisioned.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, this is pretty much how.
was
exactly.
the T-1000 there?
I know, huh? And all of a sudden, Judgment Day, and when it strikes, August
That
1998.
one skeleton on the gate? That's the best part.
Sarah Connor over here is burning.
It's all day. It's just an all day.
James Cameron land.
Real quick story about California Adventure. There was these lines were packed, and this was like probably a couple months before they shut down the ride.
Tower
Tower
of Terror?
of Terror. So then I went on the Little Mermaid ride. I think it was.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
And then I was wearing a Nakamura shirt, a Shinsuke Nakamura shirt that I had
right.
made at the swap meet. And the guy who was running the ride, he sits us down and he's like, "That's a badass shirt." I was like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "You like wrestling?" And it was right when he debuted against Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, it was amazing." He's like talking to me as the ride's going. And we're about to go into the tunnel part, and he's like, "Fucking dude, Sami Zayn was a shit." And like, we're all talking and shit. Then I go through the ride. I was still stoked that he complimented me on my shirt. On our way out, he's like, "Hey, come over here." And then I got off the ride, went over there, and he's like, "What are two
gave him a
rides?"
kiss.
He's like, "What are 2 rides you wanna ride on?" was like, fucking Cars and Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
So he gave me like personalized
he'll give you-
printed things.
Yo.
There you
No
go,
way.
dude, for the shirt. I was like,
Dude, you'll be surprised. That's all the reason I wear wrestling shirts to like Universal, fucking Disneyland. Just because there's one time where I was going in line, and he's like, "Oh, dude, that's a cool shirt. Hey, come through here." and it's the front of the line, pass line. He's like, "You'll be all right. Just keep going through." I'm like,
What
the
the
heck? Like,
yeah, man.
Dude, you be-
yeah.
So you're royalty with a wrestling shirt?
dude,
Dude,
It's like a cult. You guys are in a cult.
Andre, we should get DX shirts and tell everybody suck it.
Yeah,
Suck this. Wait, how do you say it?
Suck my-
on it.
Hey, Walt, suck it.
Eat it. Suck it.
Yeah.
Suck my part.
We're in front of the statue, like, suck it.
Slurp it.
It's all
Is it
wrong.
slurp
Hey,
or-
blow me.
Homie.
Taste it.
Kick you out right. Taste it.
We got 2 words for you. Taste it.
So good. Taste it.
Yo, who spilled beer everywhere?
Oh, dude.
Smelled it.
Dude, you're right, man. You're totally right. You're totally right. Disneyland is, well, Disney as a whole
Is conglomerate.
entity is a conglomerate.
It's a
big
conglomerate.
time.
And it's no diss to it. I mean,
Definitely not.
I guess if you want, I don't know.
It's beautiful,
My
dude.
problem
It's
is
a work of art,
It
like,
is
without
work
a
of
doubt.
art. My fear is though, business never is. I don't know. I never feel like business is for the people. Like you could look at. I guess my weird example is look at Nickelodeon Studios today, compared to what it was in the '90s. Nickelodeon Studios was colorful, had those dynamic colors. They show you that
Washed out.
that shot or whatever. If you look at Nickelodeon Studios now, it's all white. Everything's plain, sterile, no designs, nothing.
Yeah,
in
Disneyland,
particular.
Nickelodeon
seriously-
Studios is abandoned.
Right. So
You could drive
when it
by
comes-
it and not notice
you
it.
wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know that was Nickelodeon Studios.
Yeah.
And that makes me go business. Business won. Business took it over.
Yeah, dude.
And it seems like I don't feel like Disney has these youthful groups of people running the company. I
used
can't
to feel.
imagine that.
I used to feel like it was like really like
About
Willy
us.
Wonka
Right,
type of shit,
right,
dude. I used to
right.
feel like
that magic.
Yeah.
The power of Disney.
It's funny that you mention that because the same guys I've seen in various documentaries are still the same guys. Besides the CEO, I think Bob Iger is now the CEO of Disneyland versus.
Damn.
Who knows these fucking
Well,
names?
because I watch
He's Mr.
documentaries,
Stats,
bro.
man.
Like, but now, basically, the same guys that do creative for Disneyland and Disney World are the same people that have done it for the last 15, 20 years. But they barely change seats.
But look at it like this, right? Disney had Pixar because they were an innovation. Disney saw Pixar and was like, "Oh, this is going to change media." They bought them.
Yep.
That's what business is. You buy the thing that's going to beat you. We're the head animating studio. We got to shut them down.
Yep.
So what did they do? They bought Pixar. Pixar's had its run for how long? And now they're about to cut Pixar because they figured out their formula. They go, "Oh, okay, we'll just do like Frozen was such a success.
Yeah.
It was better than what Pixar could create." So like, "Oh, we got it. We can do it from
and then,
here."
And then
they
one of
did
the
it without
guys from
Pixar?
Yeah. Okay, so like a lot of Pixar films, I mean, Pixar and Disney Animation Studios are two separate things.
Yeah.
So Frozen, Moana,
Moana.
those are Disney films. Those are Disney Animation Studios, and they're huge successes. So they're cutting Pixar. Pixar's out.
I think Pixar, the only entity that they still have is Monsters Inc. and Toy Story.
Yeah.
They didn't do Cars? Cars
And
3
The
is coming out.
Incredibles, Los Increables.
Los Incredibles.
But no, they only. Well, to my mention is that they only have a few.
They only have a few that
And-
Pixar owns, and Disney's like, well, we figured your shit out. We can do what you're doing now.
Before the acquisition of Pixar to Disney, one of the guys actually left and created DreamWorks.
He did.
So that's crazy in itself too. It's like
I didn't know that. That's
a great.
Just dropping all these dimes.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude,
you know,
what
we
the
got.
fuck?
You know, that's what I'm here for.
But just overall, what I'm stating is
But it was just
that
to
was a
look good,
business
that's what
move. It's a business move.
Yeah.
Like for example, I'll flip it and try another idea. I'm a cab company, and I found out, oh shit, we've been slipping. Uber's coming up.
Yeah.
As a cab company, I buy Uber in its infancy, figure out Uber shit, start implementing it in my company through Taxi, and I go, okay, we figured you out, and we're doing better than you. You can go now. Cut them off, and now they're fucked.
And keep the same methods that they had while making money.
Learn their mannerisms, try to find their flaws, and do something more than them.
Yeah.
And then let them go. And now you have all the power. You're still a conglomerate, and these guys drop to the wayside.
So
Because Pixar basically said, I believe the owner of Pixar said, I felt like... what did he
Mr.
say?
Pixar?
Yeah, Mr. Pixar himself. He basically
Pixar.
said,
Dick Pixar.
signing my
Pixar.
Dick Pixar.
Send Dick Pixar.
Send Dicks Pixar.
Zendix Pixar.
So basically, he was saying, signing to Disney was like basically sending your child to a known child molester.
Oh,
That's what he said about
Take it
signing
easy, bitch.
Pixar to Disney. But that's what he was saying. Like he's like, "Fuck." They did.
So what do you
us
do as a
dirty.
small business in your infancy trying to build?
You
something?
fucking sign, and
before
that's
you
the trick.
Before you get acquired, do you patent the way you fucking do things?
But it's not even about patenting. It's
Like,
about-
because
you
the whole
claim
point of
it.
You walk out with money, and who gives a shit after that? Because
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Okay,
See,
we'll
but-
flip it again. I'm this just average rapper on the street, and fucking Dr. Dre comes to me and says, "I want you on Interscope."
You're
Puts me
like,
on
no,
Interscope.
Dr. Dre, you fell off.
Right. Fuck you, Dr. Dre. You're
Yeah.
whack. And
End
I
of
just-
story.
Who does that?
That's it.
Who
Okay.
does that?
Hey,
Pixar was an
Dr. Dre, did you sell your guns? Because that's what we heard.
Yo,
So-
Dre, what happened to
What
Detox?
happened? Where's Detox at, Dre? So when it comes down to it, Pixar made the smartest move that they should have made.
get
We
that
are an
money.
innovative group. Nobody was doing CG movies like Pixar. Nobody. So they're like,
They couldn't.
Disney's going to take us to the next level, obviously. Then Disney basically fucked them over. I'm not saying Disney just said, we're done with you, but basically Disney said, we don't need your services the
Yeah,
same
but how
way.
long did they have Pixar before they came to that conclusion?
Years. What we're looking at.
Yeah. So
dude, I don't think they ever got rid of Pixar.
now has
No,
Pixar
they're
made?
not. They're not like. They're just saying.
They're like a
Disney Animation
subsidiaries.
Studios. Yeah, they're
They're
like,
like
your
subsidiaries.
minions now. Disney Animation Studios. I think we'll just run the production from this point forward.
Here, now you guys make the cartoons in the beginning of the drive-in.
You make that chess movie with the old man in it.
But
So
I
what
mean-
is Pixar? Does Pixar release their own movie yet?
Well, I mean,
Well,
they're still
they're-
using their own original IPs because what happened? The Good Dinosaur didn't even move the way that people thought it would. Like good.
What, the Good Dinosaur?
Oh,
See,
dude,
nobody
yeah,
even knows what I'm
exactly.
talking about.
Dude, The Good
That's
Dinosaur-
a Pixar film. The Good Dinosaur is a Pixar film that nobody seemed to have watched. That's why they're not taking any risks anymore. The one thing that we used to talk shit about, or we would claim for Pixar, is they don't make sequels. Pixar never made sequels. The only sequels they made was Toy Story, and everything else was original. Then after a while, they started to get nervous. Like, okay, we can't. They had a perfect streak going until Cars 2.
And then now they're going to make another Incredibles.
They were going to make another Incredibles because they're desperate now.
50 years later.
I
Wait,
know
Pixar
that
owns a-
that is
Pixar can
that is
make
what I'm
Incredibles?
pissed off
Yeah,
about. They
yeah.
should have made an Incredibles.
And
a long time
Inside Out, I think, was that last like Inside, or was it? It's Inside Out, right?
ago. Yeah, Inside Out.
Inside Man.
It's
with-
Get Out.
Inside Man.
Get
with
out,
Clive Owen.
get inside out.
For the makers of Toy Story.
Get out. That was their like saving grace. But even then, Nick's like Nick.
Nick.
Pixar?
Nick comes into
Nick
the mix.
Pixar.
Nick's that's what I was gonna say.
But Disney comes into the mix and they're like, well, their track record has improved.
Yeah.
They did Tangled, then they did fucking Frozen,
Fuck that
then they
movie.
did
Fuck that movie.
Moana. I don't really
check
care.
that one out.
Fucking Sideshow Bob, the movie, but it's not that. It's not called that at all. Wreck-It Ralph. Not even close.
Sideshow Bob.
Wreck-It
movie.
Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a Disney film.
Andre, I'm always here to help bail you out, but when you give me analogies like that, I'm
You're on your own,
okay,
Buster.
So Bob, the movie, but not.
Wreck-It Ralph.
We're always usually on the same
Oh, the
mental
same page,
plane, man.
he was totally not on my page. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph the movie. Wreck-It Ralph was fantastic. That's another Disney production. So who knows, man? It just seems like Disney is a business, and I look at Disney like a business. The Marvel films that have come out recently, this might sound bad, guys. They're too perfect. It's like
I could
they
understand
have the most sophisticated team of human beings available to make the perfect film. Fucking Star Wars Episode 7 had a sophisticated team of the best human beings they could find to make an awesome film. That's Disney, though.
It's about making the best CG in the smallest amount of time, just year after
The
year.
greatest
after year
movie
after
you
year.
could fucking conjure up. That's Disney. And they're doing fantastic. I can't knock them because they're killing it in Marvel. Marvel is basically the new action film franchise.
No.
That's where you don't want to watch fucking a Schwarzenegger film. You watch Marvel
And,
films.
and if
now.
they
I
don't
do.
make a
Shit's
film,
boring.
and if they don't make a,
Have you seen The Last Stand?
if they don't
Expendables 4?
make a Marvel film as better as the previous one, they'll make one with its own identity. Like
Right.
they'll go Avengers, and then they'll go Guardians of the Galaxy, which fucking the soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy is
Balls.
top notch.
Balls.
Then they'll go Civil War, Iron Man, and then they'll go
Space Jam
Ant-Man,
2.
which is
Ant-Man.
it is
Ant-Man was
fucking-
fucking awesome.
It,
That was a good
right?
movie.
It's more funny. It's a lighthearted Marvel movie,
different
but
movie.
it's great. They're their own identity. If it's not better than, I'm talking in sense of action, it's a Marvel movie with its own identity.
But okay,
They're able to have that characteristic.
Well,
Which
here's
is
a quick
rare to see.
example. Ant-Man is a perfect example. The director of Scott Pilgrim,
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, thank you. Edgar Wright was originally directing the film.
Wow.
And what happened?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, like he died.
That movie.
Edgar Wright was originally directing the film, and basically Edgar Wright left because Disney wouldn't get their fucking hands out of the way. Disney
Good
were,
move.
you know, just like, no, we need you to do it this way. And I know Edgar Wright's style is very
It's not
specific.
that.
It's not. It's a very his directing style is very artistic, very visual. Transitions are made. His work is great. So I can imagine him trying to apply that concept to Ant-Man, and Disney going, it's a little too stylish. It's going to distract our viewers. We need you to simplify your style. Edgar Wright's not going to do that shit. That's why he swapped out. Cool. So that's the power of Disney, though. Disney came in and was like, we have a squad of executives that realize moving transitional shots for the entire film is too jarring for the children. Yeah. We need, our scientists have
Study
declared
groups.
that children...
Study groups said,
study groups in our test group say, your film is too good.
Yeah.
So, we need somebody to be more stagnant with their shots, and we want the comedy to take more precedence. Shit like that. Imagine a squad of like 50 people. You got the same fucking room of delegates like in Star Wars. You have to fucking sit there with your film and please this group of people. And that's how it feels. That's what Disney is, though. Disney is about the money.
For sure.
How can we get as many people
Stay
in this bitch as possible? And then how can we make as many toys as possible, video games, etc.?
Yeah, but do you sacrifice quality product for that? Like there's a video.
For artistic value, that's why Edgar Wright stepped up. Because he's
There's-
like, I have an artistic quality to my style,
And you
guys
guys
are telling me
motherfuckers won't?
You won't let me do it. I'm out.
There's a video on YouTube that dissects the reason why some of these Marvel films are forgettable, not unforgettable, that are actually forgettable, is because they're missing one key element that makes a great movie, and that's the score. Marvel comes up short on their scores or original music, original composition, and check it out. Look up original composition Marvel faults or flaws.
I'll definitely check
because this video breaks it down, dude, and you kind of think like I don't remember some of the Avengers, some of the
I think those
shit
movies
that
are fucking
happened in
boring,
there.
dude. Like I watched them once and I was like, that was cool. But people were like, oh my god.
Yeah, like it was the greatest movie.
I'm
ever.
like, all right.
I guess the point of that video is like this: when's the last time you've seen a film with an identifiable like chime or melody, like Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park? You already thought of it.
Yeah.
How many films today have that? Where you go,
The last one I mentioned is Guardians of the Galaxy, but
they use old shit that
well, I
already
mean,
exists.
with their
But it sticks in your head. That's why people
Yeah, but
are in
that's
love with
easy.
that movie.
That's a
It's
cop-out.
very
That's a
easy.
cheat
Very
code.
easy.
That's a cheat code they use.
cheat
They use,
code.
they use a fucking mixtape for. I
Yeah.
mean, they use the mixtape theme, which is smart.
wasn't
but,
that what soundtracks are?
Yeah, but that's a
Oh, you're
mixtape.
talking about original score. Okay,
That's
so
what I'm
in
saying.
a
An original
sense,
score. I mean,
Composition.
you think Indiana Jones, you already hear it. Jurassic Park, you already hear it, and you will never
examples.
forget it. Avatar didn't have a score like that. That's not Disney, though, is it? That is Disney.
Avatar?
Avatar.
Yeah.
Not The Last Airbender. They didn't have a score with some type of dynamic orchestral score that you'll remember forever.
They hardly had titties in there.
They hardly had
Not that many.
What, blue titties on Avatar?
Yes,
in Avatar?
The damn Smurf titties, though.
Fuck you guys, man.
I know, huh?
But you know what I mean. Like, it's
No,
just,
I can
buried
do
his
modern,
point.
but modern film, maybe they don't need that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Well, they don't.
Well, in action,
They don't need it to
you
make money.
necessarily need that.
They need it.
But I think
but it
where you're
makes
coming from
quality
is
product
if
with
Disney
it.
is that high profile group that does everything perfectly, how
they
could
should
they
be
miss
able
that
to.
mark?
Exactly. Exactly. My
They're
point
like,
exactly.
okay, so we got action check, we got a junior check.
Walt Disney's head
top acting
investigating.
roles.
Billy, did you remember the score for that?
Fuck, we're like 20 movies in. We're 20 movies in. What are we gonna do?
There's no way we can
Dick
patch this
Pixar's
up.
gonna kill me.
There's no way we can patch this up with a good score. Just erase most of the titties in there.
Erase the titties. And then Walt Disney's head in a like water thing is yelling at people.
One more question I have for you guys.
Well,
So
it's,
you guys
it's one bubble. It means yes. two bubbles means no. Oh, he hates it. He hates
this film.
before he does.
One more,
The head is
one
like,
more
"Oh."
question I had for you guys here on the Mark and Andre Show, episode 59, the St. Patrick's Day Spectacular. We,
Brought to you by Tolio's.
if you guys catch the either the podcast episode via the Spreaker.com account or watching it back again here on YouTube, we were talking our favorite It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes in lieu of St. Patrick's Day, since the bar and It's
Patty's?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia is
Patty's
called
Pub.
Patty's Pub.
And then we're talking about Disney.
I've been there once.
We're talking about Disney movies and remakes. Yeah, you went there?
Yeah, I just
Wait, when did you go to Philly?
fuck that. It's in L.A.
Oh,
Don't be stupid, Mark.
wait, Patty's Pub isn't an actual pub?
It's in L.A. It's just a fucking
It's a
warehouse.
set. In the second season, you could see the top of the set.
You're liars. I won't accept
So-
it.
I have one more question. I have one more question for you guys. Are you guys excited for this new era of not necessarily? I'd have to go with remakes. We're gonna have a Matrix reboot. We're gonna have a sequel. Blade
Matrix
Runner.
reboot?
Matrix,
Yep.
Matrix.
There's
something.
not a Matrix reboot.
Michael B. Jordan might be
Michael Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan,
23's coming out? Out of retirement?
but Michael B. Jordan is
that for real? That
It's
just makes me
rumored-
way more mad, dude.
Wachowski-
is
I
rumored
fucking hate
either
that
to
guy,
be
dude.
a Morpheus, or younger Morpheus, or just his own.
Is he
the
gonna be
The
more?
Wachowskis aren't doing it.
Yeah,
Are
the
the
Wachowskis aren't
that-
doing it.
that's-
well, the
that's the bad
Wachowski
move.
twins.
The
or whatever they
Wachowski
wanna be called.
non-binary-
Well, I mean, they're the
Siblings.
Wachowskis because one of them's a girl now.
The Wachowski androids.
Yeah.
Is Homeboy gonna be fucking Morpheus, and then that other dude that's always in the movies with him gonna be the guy from the Fantastic Four and fucking the drum movie? Is
The
that-
Cannon?
Nick Cannon?
No, come on, dude.
are you
That
talking
fucking the
The guy from the drum movie.
yeah, dude. He was in the Fantastic Four with him.
Jameson? From
Michael
Spider-Man?
Chiklis,
That
Jessica
fucking
Alba,
young dude in the
Chris
movie.
Evans.
Chris Evans.
The movie with
Captain
him in it.
Christopher Evans.
He's side by side in the fucking
Oh, you're
Fantastic
talking about Miles
Four.
Teller, bro.
Yeah,
Let us
whatever.
know about the reboot
Oh,
of Fantastic
yeah, I
Four.
said that.
He's talking
With
about
the
the
dude from
shitty.
Whiplash.
Is Michael B. Jordan in the old one? No,
Hold
right,
on, let
bitch?
me go back. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. No, he's not. You're right.
Don't act like you saw the old one. You didn't see the new one.
Both you guys are stupid.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw that.
Exactly. That's my point. My point is, are they going to be side by side again? Because
Oh, I don't.
they've
think
been
so.
in fucking movies together.
I don't think so.
I don't know,
Cash.
motherfucker.
What you need to understand
They were
is
both
you
in separate
about
boxing movies.
You're talking about Morpheus, right? Well, Morpheus and Neo, who was Keanu Reeves, they're in John Wick 2 now.
Absolutely, killed it. That movie's dope.
Yeah, you guys ready for this new season of remakes for new Star Wars movies and spin-offs? And you guys ready for all this?
That's kind of the market right now.
Yeah.
What original films do we have coming out this year?
I wasn't prepared for that as part of the segment.
I did not study.
There's actually there's a
I'm not-
small amount of original films.
There's one thing
coming
I'm
out this
excited
year.
for. Trainspotting 2. That's all I give a shit about
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Trans
fuck
what?
a remake. How about build a sequel?
Transpotting?
18 years later.
20.
Transpotting.
20. In the movie, they were fucking references like, hey, Johnny, how you been for the last 20 years? Like, that's Trainspotting 2, dude.
But no.
Oh, you're talking about the one with Ewan McGregor and all
Yeah.
those guys?
Yeah, with Conor McGregor.
Is it
Conor
one of those
McGregor.
like snatch movies?
Dude,
It-
don't confuse.
have you never
Danny
seen
Boyle
Trainspotting?
with fucking?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Are you being for real or are you fucking around, dude?
no.
You haven't seen Trainspotting.
You neither one of you guys have seen Trainspotting, dude.
Delete yourself.
Yeah, get off our podcast. I'm switching this right now,
what
dude.
is it? What is
This
it?
is
What
a
is it?
motherfucking Green Thing podcast. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for wasting your air.
Thanks for wasting your air.
Shut this shit
Wait,
out.
what's Trainspotting?
Spreaker,
Yeah, what's
unsubscribe.
Transpotting?
What is Transpotting?
To explain, oh,
When you're
I
at a
don't-
bar and you're getting drunk, most of the time, your vision or your rationale gets compromised. So what you do is you start picking and choosing which one's the dude. Which one's the dude that's dressed like the chick? That's Transpotting.
Thank you.
That's what you guys are talking about, right?
yeah. Thanks for helping us.
Well, Trainspotting's a movie.
Well, what's Trainspotting about? We've never seen that one.
From what I heard, Ewan McGregor's in it, and they're gonna rehash
Don't worry.
I'm down.
They're gonna try to start to strike that
show
lightning
more
twice.
Films. I'm down
you
for
doing
any kind of film. I'm open to it. There's so many more. I just recently showed them.
Your show's gone, dude. Don't even trip. I already
you
changed
deleted
it.
this?
It's a GT podcast.
podcast now.
Oh, damn, we just evolved to the GT podcast.
You guys-
Where's that
You
intro?
just canceled us. You just got canceled
just
for
got
not seeing a film.
So my bitch of the week is Mark and Andre and the Mark and
Damn,
Andre
B.
I fucking-
Like that, man.
Dang, hijacked us.
Damn, oh, we're shutting down right now. Okay,
Deleting
so,
us. Well, it's been cool.
ladies and gentlemen, I
No,
wanna
I'm
thank you guys for
trying
tuning
to
in
put you
the
guys'
Mark
title
Andre
back
Show.
on. I fucked up.
This, on this other side, has been my my very
Luscious.
Lush. You
I'm
going?
my very luscious. I'm a
lush.
lush right now. I'm a couple Coors deep. Andre,
Never
you
seen
want to do
Trainspotting.
some? You want to do some shameless promotion there?
Yeah, we'll keep it short. It's St. Patrick's Day. YouTube.com YouTube.com/Andre Gainer. That's YouTube.com/ANDREGAINER.
Okay.
My channel is Lyricology 101. I teach people how to rap. If you don't want to learn how to rap, I will show you the intricacies of standard hip hop songwriting. So what I do is I take a popular rap song and I dissect it down to its very syllable, metaphor, meaning, flow, everything. I'm going to show you guys what everybody freaks out in regards to hearing these rap songs. Some of the most complex writing on the planet. So if you guys are interested in learning that, there's quite a few things you can check out. Check out my Lupe Fiasco mural breakdown. Check out my Eminem campaign speech breakdown.
Check out that MF Doom breakdown.
Check out that MF Doom breakdown, that A$AP Rock breakdown. That'll really fuck your head up.
Yo, that Charles Hamilton joint, B.
That Charles Hamilton breakdown. There's some fantastic shit out there for you guys to check out.
Seriously, check that shit out. It's
Please,
fucking bad,
seriously, check it out. And if you're from the channel, let me know. Say hey, say what's up. I will show you guys love. Say you're from the GT podcast or from the Mark and Andre show, and I'll show you some
Stream
love.
thing.
We're 48,000 subs, so
Holla.
help us get closer to 50,000. We love you and shit.
Also, if you have a friend that raps and you want their rap broken down specifically to the tune that Lyricology 101 does, go ahead and send it in.
Send it to me. I actually do personal breakdowns as well. That's like that I do that. I'll
No
take
whack
your
shit.
material and look at it and actually like show you what you can improve on. How to
No
get
whack
better,
shit,
et cetera.
dude. Don't
No
waste
whack
my
shit.
boys' time. Don't
Trust
waste
me. Like, please don't send me whack shit. It's too much whack
No,
shit.
you want to break down that.
Send them all the
but
whack
it's
shit.
You know what I mean?
No joke. Send them all the whack shit.
If
Love
you
that.
rhyme-
You gotta, you're gonna be the next Disney of lyricology.
If you
Man.
rhyme rhymes with
Disneycology.
rhymes,
Disney
fuck
college.
you. For all those that rhyme rhymes with rhymes, you make me sick.
Can you give me an example for writing rhymes with
Rhymes
rhymes?
with
No,
rhymes.
like, yo, I'm sick with my rhymes. I'm the dopest with the rhymes. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me coming with these rhymes.
Oh.
You use rhymes 3 times in a row, don't send me anything.
Send me
Real quick before we all get off here on this podcast. Get off. Do me a favor. Do you have a memorable bar that you looked at in your recent emails? You gotta keep this guy anonymous, but just give us that bar that you remember off the top. If not,
I'm trying to remember. There's been some really
because
incredible.
believe it or not, Andre
some
gets a couple of
incredible
emails
lines.
I believe it.
weekly, and it's just like, yo,
It's-
B, can you see what's good with this or not? And then he'll literally be reading trash.
I was like, some
But he has to critique it.
old
Anyway. It's
Bill.
part of it.
I can't think of any. No, it's so. I can't think of any off the top because there are that many. It's like a huge list of just things I can't believe a person thought that was like something they should put on paper. So just practice, please. Just fucking practice.
You have a lot of work on your hands, man.
Oh my god.
Well,
well,
thank
that's
you
what
guys
they're
for
coming to
tuning in.
you, dude.
Yeah, that's what they're coming to.
You guys,
The 840 review every Thursday. Can I plug something?
oh please don't get
fucking
all
on
your
the shit.
plugs. Sit on all your plugs.
Yeah, the 840 review every Thursday, Mr. Stream Thing GTP. Me and Cause break shit down. We review stuff too. You guys do reviews, right? You guys love reviews. 840 review every Thursday. Follow the 840 review on Instagram. And of course the GT podcast, which is coming up here pretty soon.
We also have weekly wrestling updates with Pay-Per-View Wrestling Podcast. My co-host Adrian Bad Moon Luna. We hear critique all the newest updates from WWE and various other wrestling outlets, including Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Oh yes.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Mark and Andre Show,
Yeah, I don't
episode
wanna say
59,
shit.
the St.
Don't
Patrick's
say
Day
it. Yeah, my boys.
Spectacular. We're going to leave it off to close with the sound lad named Slick and that loud ass Harley.
Ghost Rider's here.
All right, guys.
Let's get the street fellas.
All right, guys. So basically, go watch Trainspotting if you haven't seen it already. Trainspotting 2 coming out this weekend. It's in limited release right now, but give it like another week. You'll be able to see
It'll
that
be
shit.
unlimited release.
Like, give it a week, it'll be closed.
Yeah, I'm turning all your guys' shit off. That way,
Don't be the bitch of the week. Check out Train.
yeah, don't be the bitch of the week, dude. Watch Trainspotting because you'll
What's
end
up
up.
with you guys in Transpot?
Dude, you guys gotta see this fucking movie.
Fucking movie, dude.
You guys, you,
Tell me what it's about. You guys haven't even told me what it's about. You literally
it's about heroin addicts. All right,
Oh my god, I'm gonna.
it's about heroin addicts, dude. All
Heroin, dude.
right, peace out.
There's addicts full of heroin.
All right, so everybody here from the fucking Mark and Andre show, have a good night.
Bye.
All right, you good?
Good night. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, dude.
Bye.